started off as K Love.
What the
Yeah, Big Turk wasn't so bad. It's not as bad as Zara the MC.
I mean, it's not even that far from like what I am today, but yeah, Dr. Fantastic is just like a little too much, I feel. But
Dr. Fantastic is off the chain, bro.
Dr. Fantastic. I'm at 1.2 as well.
Yo, what's happening, fam?
We're just killing the game
We're
right
on
now.
fire right now, man.
The boys are firing.
They're gonna say, "Oh, of course, We Love Hip Hop found something negative to say about it."
We hate hip hop again.
20 years plus in a jail cell right now. If I have an opportunity to put someone else in that position, pause. Yeah, we're switching to trading places.
Shut up, man.
That's on the strap.
And if you're hearing this, it's because we didn't cut it out there.
I know, but the Mace doesn't scream like, "Yo, tough guy." You know?
I'm not trying to, I don't care about that. I do not.
And I know people are gonna be like, "Okay, look lazy, man. Drink, man.
We love hip hop.
Fresh off of the verses." Okay. Again, let me ask you guys, how do you guys feel? Like, do you guys, like, we've been chilling for a while setting up the other set for the pod, but did you guys have to do an adrenaline dump after that versus?
I wouldn't say there was an adrenaline dump. It was pretty low stakes, but I will admit that was kind of like my first versus clash, right? So going into it, I was already nervous because Natural's like a clash master, you know, he's been doing it since he was a youth. So I'm like trying to figure out, it's almost like chess. It's kind of like you got to anticipate your opponent's songs and have songs ready.
Straight up.
And I felt like the first 5 songs, I was like, okay, like I kind of played a lot of Casper's like heavy hitters. So I feel like I had that. But then I feel like it's the way you end in a clash is like more important than the overall. It's kind of like the lasting note is a little more impactful.
Yes.
And I felt like Natural, like he had the heavy hitters at the end. And I was just like, ooh, like I might have used up my good Casper songs too early. But it also opened up my eyes to like how many bangers Pressa has low key.
Facts.
Like I really thought it was going to be like an easy win for Casper. And I was like, yeah, I just don't want to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, maybe I did mess it up. Or like maybe Pressa does have more bangers.
You know what surprised me is when Natural pulled out the 420 in London. I forgot about that song, bro. That was a big tune. Well, it wasn't a big tune, but it was a banger.
No,
I knew he was going to pull out that song, but the Drake National Treasure, that cheese me still. That should have been a flag on the plate. That song, like, is it supposed to even exist? Like,
you're cheating. No, that track was, that definitely was a fire versus. Right now, kind of just recency bias. We just finished the shit, right? Who do you think won? And not like biased with, don't be biased with yourselves. Like, I won. No, I won. Like, songs for songs, who do you think had the better songs in that battle?
I mean, if Natural says Pressa, it's gonna sound like he's biased, but I'll say that I feel like Natural won that on behalf of Pressa. And I'm wondering if I played it in a different order, could I have won? But based on the performance, like, you know, I'll give credit where credit's due still. Like,
I appreciate
he shelled still. So.
I like that.
I would say, I thought Pressa won as well, but as you were playing the Casper songs, like, because I was going through them, like, you know, just to prepare for the verses and stuff, but like, just to hear them on the speakers and everything, like, it kind of made me realize how active Casper has been.
Yes.
And how consistent Casper has been. Like, a lot of these guys who we put in the 2016, like, goated era, like, a lot of them fell off, you know what I mean? A lot of them, they just dropped their one hit and then they wheeled, you know? But he has, like, his cult classic hits and also his like commercial hits.
Commercial,
you know?
yes.
Yeah, and the last songs, obviously, for the people who didn't get to see this versus, and it's going to be available on the channel as well. I just haven't been able to go live. Let me know what y'all think is the biggest song between Canada Goose and Markets.
I feel like that's an unfair comparison.
No, but okay, maybe you need to rephrase biggest because people are just gonna go to the numbers, be like, oh, well, one is bigger than the other, whatever. Pause, right? I'm thinking like if you're listening to it in the jam, which one do you think is going to make you move more, or if you're the DJ, make the crowd move more?
But I feel like with cultural impact, it takes time to kind of marinate. And I feel like Ken the Goose had that time where it was like the market where it was the hot song of the moment.
Yeah.
Then you kind of like, once it gets overplayed a little bit, you kind of back away. And then there's a resurgence where it has that cult classic feel.
The nostalgia factor.
Exactly. So I feel like because Ken the Goose has been able to like have that time, it's a little unfair. Whereas the market, I think it's at that phase where it's like, we've heard it ubiquitously. It's everywhere. So it's kind of like we know what it is already. So it's going to like, I'm not saying it's going to taper because it just got on Billboard Hot 100. So I think globally it's going to increase in popularity. But for the Toronto audience, we've been hearing it for how long now? Like a few months?
About 3 months.
3 months. Yeah. Every single day you probably hear that song, you know? So it's kind of like once time elapses and it'll like recirculate again. You know what I'm saying? But it's still kind of on the come up.
It's on the incline right now. So who knows? It might go higher on the chart. It might become something that you start hearing like on a TV show like every day or every week, and you're like, holy shit, man. Like I hear that song a lot.
But I feel like it's on an incline globally. But locally, it's kind of like we've accepted that this is the song of the moment already.
Yeah.
And similar to Come Outside, similar to Grizzly de Blanco, like you're going to hear it a lot. And then it's going to get overplayed. And then people are going to be like, okay, like we've heard this so many times. And then it's going to have that nostalgic factor maybe in a year or two.
So I'm not going to ask anything more about the market because I have a whole segment about Casper and the Billboard and stuff like that, because I do have a question, but I'm going to, hopefully my memory will let me save it for later.
Okay.
But what I want to ask you guys before we start, and I thought we were going to have a guest today, but he's not pulling up today, right? Obviously.
Oh, yeah. He asked for next week.
That's cool. Because the question I was going to ask the guest as well as like you guys is the origins of your name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's your, I don't even know why I need those X-Files. It's not that crazy. And if it's your first name, and if not, what are the other names that you guys have had prior to DJ Czar or DJ Natural Wave?
So, okay, so we're talking about nicknames, not government names.
Not government names. Maybe nicknames that like maybe even that you had around before it was like a public thing.
Okay, I'll start. Czar for me, it was originally Czar the MC because I was a rapper.
Czar the MC.
And what it was at the time I was trying to be a rapper.
Hold on, that's such a white boy rap name. Czar the MC.
Czar the MC was like, that was my moniker for a while. And it was
lyrical, smirical guy.
It was bare lyrical, smirical, spiritual.
Did you introduce yourself to Shardies like that?
100% not. I would shorten it to Czar because like, hey, I'm Czar the MC. Like hip hop, hip. But what it was my last name's Azar, but I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper, so I don't want to like bring shame to my family name. So I just removed the A.
Oh my God.
And then after that, I was Big Turk.
Big Turk.
That is literally my name on Natural's phone is Big Turk.
I was about to say.
I'm dead right now.
And it's because I was a bigger dude. No pause. Big Turk, brother. And you know there's a chocolate bar called Big Turk?
No, I don't even know that one.
There is. It's one of them ones that are always there, but no one gets. And it's like Turkish Delight.
The lonely chocolate bar.
Yeah, like I don't know how they're still in business.
That needs to be one of your new AKAs, this Big Turk, please.
No, I got rid of that when I lost bare weight, and I was like, yo.
You try to shake cheeseburger, and cheeseburger caught up to you, and now you're bringing up Big Turk, bro.
Zarly Turk.
Zarly Turk is crazy. And then before that, before I was Czar the MC and before Big Turk, do you know a rapper named Pierre? He's from Toronto.
No, I was thinking about Pierre Cardin, but
so like I used to like play the keys with him, and he was like older, and I was Dr. Fantastic.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was a piano playing kid. I was like 12.
That's kind of sick. That's kind of sick.
Yeah, because I was like
Zambat?
Fantastic, Dr. Fantastic, and like my slogan was like Dr. Fantastic, stretch your girl pussy like elastic.
Oh,
but I was
12?
like, at 12, yeah. Like I was still a virgin and shit, but I was just like, I knew elastic and fantastic rhyme. But yeah, because I thought it was like Dr. Dre kind of.
Yeah.
But I was like
I think we
Dr.
got our title.
Fantastic. Yeah,
That's
and
interesting.
now I'm just Czar, DJ Czar.
Oh man. Okay, Natural Wave. Original names and how do you and how you got to DJ Natural Wave.
As a youth growing up in Vern, I was Bones. You know, shout out to like, the OGs know, the original ones know. You know, so
why? Because you're a skinny youth.
that I could do the boneless type because I remember dancing back then. You know, so I could do the boneless. So
Can you still do that move?
Hell no.
Okay.
I'll break my whole shoulders if I try to do that now. Okay, so but when I was DJing, like I used to DJ at Reggae Rhythms 89.5 CIUT. I used to like be kind of like in the city, I was kind of like a big DJ. But the marvel was like I was a youth playing like Studio One, Lovers Rock, all these old reggaes. So like, oh, how does this young kid know all this music? So I'll go by Junior Selector.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was playing on the radio every week and stuff, you know what I mean? So like that was a good little. But when I hit 18, I didn't want to be known as like junior anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hey, I'm done with the junior thing. I was with King Turbo at this time. So who was it again? I think it was Jammin. Shout out Jammin. He was the one that said like, yo, you have like a natural vibe to you still. We're gonna call you we're gonna call you natural. And then I just added the wave to it, and then bada boom, bada bim.
Okay.
And here you are.
What about Friday Ricky Dread?
The lore, the names.
I feel like I do know this.
So I started off as K Love.
What the It's like an R&B dude.
No, it's an old school rap name. Like back in the days, there was like, if you put love on the name, like on the end of your name, like, I don't know. There were a lot of rappers.
Girls were just gonna like jump out of nowhere and just jump on you.
Basically. And then
K-Love.
K-Love. That was the first rap name, right? And then I had IBM, the Intelligent Black Man. And my Montreal heads, they know about these ones. Like, yo,
you just sound like one of them dudes that would look like pose like this.
You know what? Them times I was in my 5% bag. And listen, sorry for the 5%ers. I know I wasn't a 5%er from what you guys have told me later on now, but I thought I was. So I was like, you know, I'm the intelligent black man here to teach the knowledge in my raps. Right? And I had a nickname on top of intelligent black man, 360 degrees, right? Because I was all into my whole 5%
the mathematics,
the supreme mathematics and stuff like that. And then I stumbled on Ricky. But Ricky, actually, I gave myself when I moved here to Toronto because and I'm giving you guys some behind the scenes lore right now. I was trying to find a name for myself when I'm hustling on road. But a name that's not just like a nickname, like a government name of some type of sort. So like the people when I'm like trying to solicit customers, they'll be a little bit more susceptible. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the guy didn't say his name Ninja. You know what I'm saying? It's like Ricky. Oh, hey, Rich.
His name's like Monster.
Yeah.
Was Ricky short for Richard? Like, was that your real full fake government name?
Well, when I finally like, let's say it was a couple times when I set up a fake a name under a fake account or whatever, then I would put Richard Browning. Right? And it would be like my constant, and I'd have to remember like Richard Browning, don't switch it to Richard Brown. So just constantly I was Richard Browning just when I'm writing stuff on paper. But then the Fridays came from the freaking movie Friday. I used to tell people back in the days like, oh, I make money and people get paid on Thursdays, so they come check me on Fridays and whatever. That was my cute little like story that I used to tell on radio interviews and stuff. But it wasn't that serious. I watched the movie Friday. They smoked a lot of weed in there. I like to smoke weed, so I was like, yeah, that's my name.
So it went from Ricky to Friday Ricky, and then where did the dread come in? I mean,
well, the Friday was like the rap name that I had before I left Montreal.
But he had dreads. Right?
Yeah,
I had dreads.
That's what I assumed.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I came here to Toronto, I added the Ricky, and then it melded from just Friday and then Ricky, the guy in the street, to Friday Ricky Dread altogether.
What made you cut off your dreads?
I was like, I guess pseudo on the run at one point in time.
Okay.
Right? Because like in comparison to like people who I've reported on like over the years of podcasting, I was nowhere near on the run for the same type of shit. Like, oh, man's busted into my homie's freaking building, and because me and him were on the phone all the time, now I'm on the run. Like,
so you're like Jada Pinkett at the end of Set It Off when she's like cutting her braids in the mirror and thing.
Kind of, I guess, sort of like that. Not really. But I thought that, like, you know, if the cops are onto him and they raided him and were investigating him, salute to the homie, like, I'm not gonna ball out his name, then they must be onto me. Yeah. So cut off the dreads, leave my apartment, start living in hotel rooms for like the next like 3-4 months. Like, I was going crazy.
Bro was on an imaginary run. Like, they weren't even looking for you, bro.
Up there looking out windows and shit. Now in hindsight, I'm like, ain't nobody was looking for me, bro.
You was tripping.
Like, you're making like dollars and cents in comparison to what they'll put actual resources into. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of funny.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to get a little bit of a, you know, behind the scenes or like some more info on you guys to get the audience a little bit more familiar. You know
if you had to go back to an old nickname, which one would you adapt again? So between Bones and Junior Selecta.
Probably Junior Selecta, because it had like a lot of lore. You know, like a lot of people, they still don't even know that I was Junior Selecta. You know what I mean? Until I told them that, oh, you were that you, blah blah blah. But also because my dad kind of created that career, you know, I'm glad I was able to like etch my own thing, you know. So
I would probably go Big Turk again.
Yeah, Big Turk isn't so bad. It's not as bad as Zara the MC.
I mean, it's not even that far from like what I am today, but yeah, Dr. Fantastic is just like a little too much, I feel. But
Dr. Fantastic's off the chain, bro.
Dr. Fantastic. So would you go back to IBM or K-Love? K-Love is like, Kevin Love is an actual basketball player. Like,
those two names are trash for 2026 standards now, bro.
That is a rapper named B-Love.
Yeah, B-Love can, and I think he kind of got it from the same kind of vibes too. You know
or 360 degrees is crazy.
I might have to do the 360. That's the lesser of all evils out of those
you
three
so?
Cringe names.
Nah, 360 is a little cringe still.
Like, IBM is hella cringe, fam, in 2025 or 2026, I mean.
I think K-Love is the most calm, so.
K-Love is calm. Like, you could go by K-Love today and people wouldn't, and people just call you K.
Oh, I'm 360 degrees, but like, you what?
Yo, this is my friend, 360.
Somebody find a way to pause it somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Well, listen, man, that's gonna be my new aka K-Love. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Let's start the show over here, mine. Let's start the show, man.
The dance is crazy.
I can't believe that was a real dance, too.
That was.
Oh, man. Big salute to Busta Rhymes, man. That was one of his later hits. I forgot about that, yo. Let's get into it, man. We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most host, Ryder Ricky Dread, aka Sweatin' Rick is back, man. Damn, it's hot in the studio today. AKA K Love, AKA IBM, AKA 100 months to the head. I'll bring that one back also, man. You know what I'm saying? We back over here. We love hip hop studios, episode 663. We got back in the building. The Turkish Thrill. What is it? What was, Big Turk. Big Turk himself, okay? Yeah. You might see him at the local Verzuz, running off the shellings, you know what I'm saying? You might see him at the Scrippy, introducing the gal them and keeping the social media running, okay? Our political expert is back. DJ Czar in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJ Czar, a.k.a. Burrow Sound, a.k.a. Young Shawarma, a.k.a. Cheeseburger, a.k.a. Big Turk, a.k.a. Coffee Poppy, no coffee today, a.k.a. Zarly Kirk, a.k.a. The Ruiner. Back at it like a crack addict, a.k.a. Dr. Fantastic.
Dr. Fantastic.
Stretch your girl pussy like elastic.
And then we got it. I'm telling you, that's the title right today, man.
Dr. Fantastic.
Dr. Fantastic is crazy.
Yeah.
But we also have back in the building,
Sheesh.
You might see him at the Verzuz, running off the shellings as well.
Sheesh.
Okay. You might see him at the jam, running off his own dub plates.
Oh, yeah.
You might see him on your social media screen doing a little something like, it's not like that.
A little one, too.
Just a little one, two little shoulder shake right there.
Yeah.
We got DJ Nacho Wave in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Jeez. living proof that, 1-2 step get you 1-2 million.
Yo, welcome back. But I got a stunt too, bro. I've been looking on my Instagram analytics or on my dashboard. I got 1.1 million people in the last month, fam.
Jeez.
Yeah, fam.
And you're at what, like a mil, like the dashboard, the monthly dashboard.
Views and impressions is different, but yeah.
I'm at 1.2 as well.
Yo, what's happening, fam?
We're just killing the game
We're
right
on
now.
fire right now, man.
The boys are firing.
Yo, bro, like, no, low key at first, like, because Manda mentioned it before, right? And then one day I just checked this and I seen like 700,000. And I'm like, that's higher than usual. And then every day since, I just kept on keeping track. And then I would start posting about it, like, yo, road to a milli or whatever. And then next thing you know, boom, both pages, a milli, 1.1 each. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, Instagram is like prioritizing reels right now. I feel like they're just trying to keep up with TikTok and the other social media platforms.
Facts. Well, listen, anybody who wants any promo, get it now, man. We hot, man.
3 million impressions between the three of us right here.
Yeah, that's a fact right there,
well,
man.
How much on TikTok as well, right?
Nah, my TikTok, I could see
okay, my TikTok 1 million as well.
Oh, mine's definitely not up there.
Mine is this.
Okay.
Yeah, TikTok is hit or miss for me, usually a miss.
But this is just proof that like these are 3 different people that are getting crazy views just like posting what they normally post. So y'all out there, just post what you normally post. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid.
No, real talk. But welcome back, gentlemen. Big salute to Dusty Wallace out there in the world. He should be back on Sunday. I'm not sure, but we'll keep you posted.
Is Dusty still part of the show,
He is
bro?
still part of the show.
Okay,
He is still part of the show.
Bro, we miss you, bro.
He hasn't quit. I haven't fired him. No worry, he's still here, man. And also big salute to One Take Jake. He couldn't make it today, so I'm holding down the boards. You know what I'm saying? If you see me on the switcher over here, it's your boy Friday Ricky Dread. Before we get into anything, let me salute the sponsors, starting with Exotic Hot Pot. Okay, from high grade strains to exotic blends and the grabber, their own blend of grabber. Exotic Hot Pot got everything you need. Okay, in true 5-star fashion. If you want delivery of that exotic hot pot, hit them up on their Instagram page. That's exotichotpot.ca. Let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Okay, and they'll probably give you a fat discount or maybe a little free bag. You know what I'm saying? Also, I want to give a big salute to Road Ready Detailing, located over at 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. Okay, you can get your cars detailed. You can get ceramics, wraps, tints, anything that you need. Okay, hit them up. They got a lot of specials going on all the time. Hit them up on their Instagram if you want to check them out. That's Toronto Road Ready Detailing, or just go check the shop out, 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. If you see the boy Dusty Wallace, let him know that We Love Hip Hop boy sent you, and he will give you a discount. Also, last but not least, big salute to Grabba. There's a shaker of that Grabba on the table right there. Okay, they got the red rose Grabba, they got the red herring Grabba, they got it in the shakers, they got it in the leaves over here. Hold on, I think I might got one there. Okay, because I'm about to ball up something just now. Okay, hit them up if you want to get that Grabba delivered to you in the GTA. That's grabba.ca. Or you can hit them up on let them know that We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. No more addresses. Big salute to all the sponsors. Gentlemen, we're getting close to the weekend. All right, we got the reaction from the most legendary verses. It's the first one, so I don't know.
She was not a wifey.
She was just a fuck.
What?
Told her guns and drugs. Now online, now
She corrupt shit.
But it was legendary nonetheless. What do you guys got planned for the weekend? Any places where people can come check you all out?
This weekend, I'm gonna be at Lank, and yeah, I'm working on more videos. I finally uploaded a video after 4 months on my YouTube. Go run that up. I think we're almost at 10,000 views. And yeah, bro, just been grinding. I saw you guys held it down last week. You guys held it down, and Honcho pulled up as well. That was a good episode.
Yeah, it was a busy week. Well, shit, we're still in the week, man.
Yeah. But there's one thing I want to say, because you guys brought up Dubai, right? And like, let's say like vacation aside, a big draw for Dubai is that they don't have income tax, bro.
Okay. They don't have income tax, but if everything is a Lambo and a freaking Bugatti, then I don't even care about the tax, bro. I can't even afford that shit anyway.
But it's for the rich to go, so like, especially if they're like cash heavy allies, so they could put it in the Lambos and the property and all that stuff, and then I guess like sell it back to people and kind of clean it that way.
Exactly. It's a good way to rinse your money. And even there's a video of Pressa explaining this to a reporter where like you can buy property in Dubai with cash.
Interesting.
And every few months, you give them a little cash, give them a little cash. So it is like a safe haven for the rich.
For the rich.
For the rich, yeah.
Yes.
You don't want to be working class there because it's like, I'm pretty sure they still have slavery there, low key.
Yeah, but it's not only the working classes being there, like who live there. I'm talking about just to visit. Like if you're just like making like 40,000 a year or whatever, you can't afford a Dubai trip. You're not gonna have fun, I don't think.
No, you literally can't afford it. Like you can't go there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have fun. It's not one of those places that like you backpack through. And by the way, Dubai is a very artificial place. So it's not like, it depends why you want to travel. Some people travel because they want to go sightseeing. They want to see the history. Some people like the culture and stuff, right? Dubai is a very metropolitan place. It's predominantly English speaking. It's like being in Toronto or London or New York.
Yeah. So like if you're just like, I don't want to say regular, but like if you don't have like a shitload of money and you're just there with your backpack, you're just gonna go there and just watch rich people just drive by and eat at restaurants and shit. You can't afford none of the shit.
You're right. It is designed for wealth. It's not like there are other places. Like if you go to Turkey, for example, and you don't have that much money, you can have a great experience. There's so much cultural things to do. There's so much historical site. There's activities that are affordable. So you don't have to be rich, but places like that, Qatar, all those other Gulf countries, you kind of want money still.
Yeah, and to me, I just don't understand the draw I understand some mans because they can't actually afford it, but enough of these rappers don't really have as much money as they perceive to have, and they try to go to like look like, yo, I'm in Dubai. You see them having what do you call the garb that they be wearing?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The sheiks and stuff like that, right? Yeah. So it's like we made it type shit, and it's like, bro, you're gonna come home and you're gonna be in debt, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like the label, your song's not as hot anymore, and you didn't even have that much money in the first place. So like you just went to stunt just so that you could have IG post.
But I feel like that's most people. I feel like if you're making 40,000 a year, like could you go on an enjoyable vacation?
Maybe to Cuba or a third world country for sure.
Not only that, you can go to the Caribbean and have fun too.
I don't even think you can go to Jamaica and enjoy yourself if you're making 40K. Jamaica's more on the expensive side though.
Yeah, Barbados.
Barbados is definitely more on the expensive side. Their dollar is even like more powerful than like most of the islands.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if we are to budget a vacation price, the minimum you need to spend to have a good time anywhere,
I think these days, like 5 racks. Back in the days, I would have said like 2 to 3 racks, right? But now you need to have like 5.
5 and that includes the flights?
Oh, depends. If your flights are like 2, then you have 3 racks left over for spending, then you might still could have a good time.
For how long though? And what type of country? Because I feel like 5
racks
5 days. I feel like you could do less low key.
Yeah. I feel like 3 could get it done, 3 to 4,
including that includes the price of the flight.
Yeah.
Okay, and
because like you could go on Expedia and find like shit. I'm giving out the game, whatever.
Give out the game.
You could go on Expedia and all these other kind of like third-party sites, but Expedia is kind of the more reputable ones because you want to be able to get a refund if anything goes wrong.
True,
but like you could get packages of flight and stay. You know what I mean? For like, I'm seeing Jamaica like 1,200, 1,300.
Wow, with stay.
1,500. Yeah, exactly. But like, of course, the more you pay, the better the stay. You know what I mean? But even like a 1,700 for a good hotel and flight in Jamaica, you know what I mean?
And then you have like another like 2,200 or so left over for spending money.
Exactly.
And realistically, if you're just gonna stay on a resort, what are you really spending money on?
But that's the thing, like, even like a band, if you're there for like 4 or 5 days, even like a band could probably get it done. Because you want to do some excursions, you want to do, like, there are some people that just like to sit on the beach and lay down and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm not really that, I want to be active, you know? So like, you want to go to some parties probably, you want to like do some rock climbing, some jet skiing, some zip lining.
A band's not getting that done, brother. I'm sorry, bro. Like, even like for mans who spun weed, I know Jamaica's going to have cheaper weed and whatever, but like if you want to get like good weed, like probably foreign weed, probably going to spend like $300 on an ounce, $200 on an ounce.
Nah, bro. Well, it depends. Because me, I could smoke the homegrown stuff and I'll be blessed. Like I still be getting ripped and stuff, but there are certain niggas that they need quads.
Yeah.
Then it's just like, all right, guys.
This
So-
guy.
So wait, the local Jamaican weed, what tier would you say it is? Like,
It kind of it be given like cess.
Garbage.
No, I wouldn't
Garbage.
say garbage. I wouldn't say garbage.
like does it not get
Tobacco.
you high?
It does if you're lightweight.
Okay, because I don't really be balling up anymore. So if I were to go to Jamaica and I smoke their weed, it probably would be a little more suitable for me.
And listen,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to all the old heads who are like, no, bro, you have to smoke a cess spliff every once in a while. I have the maca. Nah, bro, like it's just nostalgia. It's just a taste thing. You're not getting high off of that, fam.
But that's
I was,
go ahead.
it could be like because we're smoking this new age weed. You know what I mean? Like there could be stuff they're adding to it that makes it more.
Oh god.
100%, because the THC levels in modern day weed are like outrageously more than they originally were like 40, 50 years ago. So I'm sure probably the cess or whatever, that's like closer to like natural
exactly.
amounts, which is why they're probably able to ball up all day and like be functional. Where it's like you could ball up all day quads and still be functional, but it's a
Yeah.
different degree.
Come on, fam. Like, I just feel like, and listen, we'll get out a THC line in a second because I feel like I could feel the yellow dollar sign coming on. If there was a percentage on it, and actually there is percentages, it's like 38% to like 12%. Am I off with that?
What do you
For
mean?
the cess, like 12% THC level type of shit.
Like
it's low, fam. It's not gonna punch you in the head, fam. Like,
yeah, it's not gonna punch you in the head still. But like if you're on vacation and like you wanted to smoke a spliff on the beach, like it's good enough to get the job done. Like, cause you don't want to spend $3 just on cushion. You're only there for 4 or 5 days. You know what I mean? Like,
well, then don't even think of going to America. Then any of y'all then, because that's your money's gone.
now when I went to New York, like it was pretty calm.
What, fam? I went to New York and I paid like $120 for a quarter, fam.
Before it was like $20 for a gram. I'm not sure if it was still like that, but there are certain places you could go and get like deals and them things, and like it's
Yeah.
good stuff, you know.
No, I got some regs or Reggie or whatever for like regular price. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was just so I could mix it to get by, so I can stretch the freaking maca or stretch the
But
thing.
I went after they like decriminalized it or whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's much more like dispensaries and stuff around. So maybe they're doing competitive pricing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just I just know in America, and like that's not the only place. Like I went to Florida.
Yeah.
I spent like $1.90 on a half ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, it's creepy.
On a half, fam, $1.90, bro. And this is like 2005, 2004 times.
But what if guys are just like getting off on you? Pause.
No, fam. Because there's the other ones that you can get for. I still got some Reggie.
Yeah.
They give you the Reggie all day, but like if you
No,
want
it's
what
true.
we're getting in Canada, bro, we're spoiled over here, fam.
That is true. That is
You
true.
know what I'm saying? So like if you go to America, like bring it back to vacay, and like you smoke like me, you might spend like a freaking rack in weed if you're there for like 10 days.
Could you go on a vacation and not smoke weed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can do that, but I would rather not. So I'm not going to Dubai. I'm sorry.
Don't go
You
to
know what I'm
China
saying?
either.
No. Well, I'll pass through. I'll go to these places, but like you're not catching me there for a month, fam. I'll be there for
Yeah.
a week, bro.
Okay, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's regular.
But let's get to some topics here. We're doing pretty good on time. We're not super late into the pod. Casper TNG. Listen to this episode sponsor Exotic Hot Pots with great strains and merch and delivery all across the GTA. You can hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot CA, or subscribe to their Telegram at Exotic Hot Pot. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Salute to the sponsors. Cheer. He hit the Billboard charts, number 68, from what he was posting on his Instagram page. Okay. Yeah. I seen there's an article.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and
'Cause I was
that's
searching.
major.
Let me pull up the article before compliment sandwich. Okay. And big up to Casper, because I have nothing bad to say about any of the things going on here. Hold on. I might need to
Okay, what's a
refresh this.
compliment sandwich? What's in between that?
Well, because everybody was like, yo, he hit Billboard, but it's Billboard Canada. which is still great.
Wait, I
Still
thought it was
amazing.
Billboard Hot 100, like the US one.
No, it's Billboard Canada.
Oh, they presented it misleadingly.
So here is the article.
Still an accomplishment.
Definitely a huge accomplishment. Toronto rapper Casper TNG, 100-man plan, make their Billboard Canada Hot 100 debut with the collaboration The Market, which starts directly at number 68. Toronto's underground rap scene, which has produced artists like Pressa, Jazz Cartier, and Jimmy Prime, continues to reinvent itself. The public now seems to have found two new names to support. For their second collaboration, Casper and 100-man plan offer tracks blending melodic energy, dark and nostalgic synths, a modern percussion with Caribbean influences. On The Market, the two rappers deliver vulnerable lyrics with their struggle and resilience, accomplished by an aspiring music video that celebrates their city. Right? And there's a picture of the music video. Actually, you can click to the music video. All right.
Pause, but take the meat out that sandwich, dog. They gonna say you hating, bro.
Why?
If you say, oh, but it's only Billboard Canada, da da da.
It's not only.
They're gonna say, oh, of course, We Love Hip Hop found something negative to say about this shit.
We hate hip hop again. I'm sorry. I'm just saying I don't want to mislead the audience by coming on here as y'all could do whatever y'all want with your Instagram post. And I'm not saying Casper's trying to mislead the audience, but the blogs and everybody just ran with Billboard, period. So I'm not going to come on the mic over here and be like, Billboard, Billboard, Billboard. And then people go check and don't find it there. And then be like, oh, fake news Friday. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, it's good to have clarification. The truth is the truth, and it's still an accomplishment. I did think it was Billboard Hot 100 US. I'm not going to lie.
Wow.
And I was like extra proud. Because I feel like with the Canadian Billboard, like that should have been on there, low key.
Do you have to submit for that?
Well, I guess so. He's there because, like, fam, he could have had multiple songs on there, to be honest.
Okay, wait, can you see the top 10 on Billboard Canada Hot 100? Because it's not just Canadian songs. Like, they have American
bear songs.
So wait, what could you see the top 10? Like, I'm just curious. Is it similar to the US top 10, for example?
It's similar.
Right?
Yeah, because I remember when the whole Not Like Us Family Matters things was going in. They were looking, oh, this is the chart in Canada, and this is the chart in the US, and this is the chart in the UK. And they were all like, either one was 1 or one was 2, or like it was switched around, but they were basically like the same charts.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up Canadian top 10 here on the Billboard search engine to see what pops up. Let's see what we get over here.
And can't you just click charts?
Yeah, click charts.
Yeah, but when I click charts, it just takes me to albums. All right, so Billboard,
wait. Canadian Billboard Canadian Hot 100. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so Olivia Dean is number 1. Bad Bunny number 2. Taylor Swift number 5. Okay, so Taylor Swift number 9 as well.
Bad Bunny
got a few entries in here. I think I seen Baby Keem in here
Olivia
too.
Dean.
A lot of Olivia Dean, Bad Bunny. We've got Biebs at 14.
Luke Combs is a new entry right there.
Okay,
there's like zero hip hop in here, eh? Holy shit, man.
Body Don Toliver. We got a couple of Don Toliver songs. Harry Styles. Okay, so.
And then, listen, I'm going to go down further towards 68, where he was before.
Yeah, keep scrolling, Rusty.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not trying to be a hater, bro. It's gone.
It's not gone. It's probably hasn't updated yet.
But how would that make sense?
I said it's gone.
This is a week of February 28th.
Yeah. So that's last week. So
it's debuting at 68.
Yeah.
And it'll probably
so
keep
this is not
climbing the
updated
ranks.
yet. Okay.
But you know what's interesting?
We're doing our due diligence, just by the way. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be a hater.
Hey, it's still an accomplishment. I wanted to know if there are other Toronto underground artists that have cracked the Billboard Hot 100, or at least the Canadian one. Because I was under the impression that Casper was kind of making history by doing this.
That's a good question.
Does Pressa have any Canadian Hot 100 songs?
He'd be my best guess.
That's what I thought.
Attachments. Because
that's not underground Toronto, though.
Okay. It's not?
Is
Classified from friggin' Nova Scotia.
But
he's not from Toronto.
It's still underground Canadian, though.
Toronto. We talk about Toronto right now. We're not talking about Newfoundland.
Fuck those rest of those Canada people.
Brother, we're not talking about the Maritimes, you know?
You're just breaking people's hearts in the chat right now. Wait a minute, I'm from none of it.
Oh, buddy, kick rocks, you know? No, I'm joking.
We don't
Shout
want
out
to hear
to
none
none
of
of
it,
it.
man.
I'm not trying to hear none of it from none of it. Right?
Okay, let me chat Gypsy this question right here.
I wonder if we have viewers in none of it. If we do, salute to you guys. I know it's
We
freezing
probably
up
do.
there.
Let's see. What's the question?
Does Pressa have any songs that charted on the Billboard Canadian Hot 100?
Attachments.
That's what I assumed.
And Smiley might probably
Tory
be in there
Lanez.
too, because Tory Lanez definitely, because
But Tory Lane's not on there.
different.
No, the
right?
song with Pressa and Tory Lanez
Oh,
kind of goes.
okay.
Yeah.
Charting song. Probably attachments.
But what I am noticing is fresh off the signing, like first we saw the Billboard downtown, and now we're seeing chart placement. So do you feel like the record label is kind of responsible for that?
They're definitely working for him. You know, like off rip, they're showing what they could do for an artist. You know what I mean? So it's a good look. It's kind of like a shitty feeling if you sign and like you expect to see changes, and then like you're trying to call niggas not answering, like you're not really, that you still feel like you're on your own. So you're definitely seeing the power of Universal Canada. So yeah, I think it's a good look.
And it's almost like they're treating him like their franchise player. As soon as he signed, within a week, he's the face of Apple Music
Fact.
hip hop section. So they're actively trying to promote him. It's not like they're shelving him and being
Yeah.
like, yo, just wait until we tell you to drop. It's like, no, we're going to push you right now because you're the guy.
okay, so I don't want to sound like a pessimist. Right? Let's call it. Let's put this under label. Let's label this under realist Rick. Okay. I think they're kind of in the honeymoon phase. I've seen this before.
At the beginning, it's like,
Yeah, they'll go crazy. They'll post you all over the place. And I've seen this with other Canadian artists. They did the same with Swagger, right? Over at Sony. Same with LB Spiffy over at Warner. They plaster them all over the place. They're on billboards. They're all over the place. And if they don't see an ROI right away, they don't say, okay, we didn't see it yet. Let's keep going and see if this turns around. They just give up right away. And I don't like, that's the thing I don't like. It's not an indictment on Casper. It's an indictment on these labels, bro. They
Yeah.
give up real quick, fam.
but what would they be looking for an ROI on unless they have some sort of stake or ownership in his catalog, his pre-existing catalog, right? Because it's not like he made a project with them yet. So unless they somehow found a way to purchase percentages or parts of his songs that already exist, and maybe that's why they're pushing him to push his older catalog.
Possibly, but I look at it like the 10 times theory. If they spend $1 million, let's say, and they don't make 10, they're like, all right, we're off this.
Yeah, because why would you want to like just make your money back? That's just kind of like.
But
Sure.
what are they making money off him being a part of their label right now? Even like,
Well,
what?
like it would definitely have to be future deliverables.
Yes.
You know, so
And maybe the market might be part of the deliverables of what they have now.
No, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, I definitely think that there are stuff that he's gonna have to deliver in the future. Then depending on how that looks is how they're gonna fuck with him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. So hopefully this stays up, that this keeps up the way that they're treating him, because they're treating him nice, bro. I open Spotify, I see him. You know what I'm saying? So like we could keep that going and the momentum works, like all this stuff that they're doing, because you can tell that right away when somebody signed into the machine, bro. Like we're seeing it right now in real time, bro. Like as soon as he got plugged in, it's like day and night. He's already been out here putting in work, but like now all of a sudden they put his face everywhere.
Mhm.
It's just like it's almost proof of the conspiracy. Like no matter how independent you want to do it, it ain't nothing like having that label push the button for you, bro.
I remember when Joe Budden first joined Spotify, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what the button looks like.
Yes.
Because I'm like, yo, I've been watching this nigga pod for years. I ain't never seen this nigga in Times Square, Billboard, and all this shit.
Dundas Square or Sankofa Square too, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
No facts. She was like all over the world, bro. Joe
Mhm.
Budden. Like, that's crazy.
So the increased visibility must be a part of the plan, and I think it wouldn't make sense unless they purchase his old catalog as well.
Yeah, but even that increased visibility, and I fuck with it, and they do it on social media too now that exists, right? But like, I feel like they're still doing the same old tricks to try to get people to know about shit. Like, oh, they're on a billboard, they're on this billboard here and all that. And I'm like, is that still effective?
I understand what you're saying because even this Billboard Canada article, it almost seems a little antiquated.
Yeah.
In the sense.
You're just doing the same steps that you did for everybody else for the last 30, 40 years.
I think that needs to be done in tandem to like the new age promotion.
Yeah.
You know, so because when you have like this, what you say, antiquated stuff, like the people who are used to seeing like traditional, I guess,
media,
not
advertising,
just that, like traditional like achievements. They're gonna say, "Oh, okay, you made it on Billboard. Okay, big up."
Yeah.
Oh, I seen like a billboard of your album, in Sankofa Square. Big up, like. Because certain people, they'll be like, oh, you're on a stream? Like, who cares? Everyone's on streams these days.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you have 10 million streams? So what? I never seen you on a Billboard magazine.
Exactly.
It's not really for the consumers. It's for the other corporate professionals who are seeing the legitimization.
Not only them. It's like for like your parents or for like...
type shit.
Yeah.
Like that generation as well. But also, you're right, professionally as well, to be like, oh, I was on Billboard. I'm this nominated. This, that. It helps your resume.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you feel like being on a bus poster, you know those posters outside a bus, do you think that's effective marketing to this day?
I don't know, man, because like I don't know what I've bought off of seeing something off the side of a bus. Just not music, just anything.
But those things, it's not meant, oh, I seen something on the side of the bus. I'm gonna buy this right now.
Yeah, it's not
just
direct.
Like, it's to build like brand recognition. Where like, okay, when I see this symbol, like I get this feeling type thing, you know. So then eventually, like by like the 30th time you see it or the 50th time you see it, like just subconsciously, you're like, oh, I'm craving this right now.
Like for some reason, I feel like if we saw Casper images on like the TTC, or you know, every bus stop has 2 or 4 ad spaces, the Astro Media things where like they change it and stuff. Like I feel like that would increase visibility as well, because I think everyone who, how do I say this? Everyone who's supposed to know about Casper in the city kind of already would know about him. So now it's about the older generation and also like the business side of it, where I'm seeing you everywhere,
and just the people who are just not tapped into the Toronto subset that we cover and listen to. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are not tapped into that. Like they know Drake, Tory Lanez, The Weeknd.
Exactly.
Do you think the label will have influence over his future music production, where maybe they would incentivize him to create more, I don't want to say family friendly music,
like
but
less RP music?
Yeah, like less of a niche and more of like a wider net, so to speak?
I don't think it's only his label that needs to do that. I think his managers or management is probably telling him the same. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure the label will have a little influence. Like, bro, look what's working for you. You're not talking about smoking on anybody, and you have the biggest song in Canada. If they mix his next song he presents to them is smoking on somebody, they're gonna be like, "You sure you want to do that?"
But I feel like he's built his brand on authenticity and being a street rapper.
Yeah.
So you don't want to betray your core audience by quote unquote selling out.
It's evolving, bro. Look at French Montana. He started out Coke Boys. Everything is slow. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we drugged da.
Yeah.
And then the man's rapping Unforgettable. You know, that's so
his biggest song.
Yeah.
You know, so at a certain point, you do have to evolve and level up, and like you're not dismissing your old audience by like inviting a new audience to join the ride too.
Yeah,
but
like what Jay-Z says, if you want to hear my old shit, go to my old album.
But a real French Montana fan would kind of cringe at Unforgettable in comparison to his older music.
What is that song? Ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah.
Ain't worry about nothing.
Ain't worry about nothing.
Yeah,
ain't worry about nothing.
Listen to that, bro. Don't listen to this one.
That shit was a banger still, man. But Unforgettable, super banger too. But just different kind of bangers.
In regards to Casper, I think his last 2 hit, well, to me, I was like the nonchalant listener would be Computers and Market.
Yeah.
And just like the production, the quality, just like the way it sounds, it does have a commercial appeal. Like the first time I heard Computers, I didn't think like, oh, is he talking about ops? Is he talking about this guy? Blah, blah, blah. Like I just heard the flow, and I just heard how I heard the beat. I just heard like what he was, and it was just fire, you know? Like it sounded like something that I would hear just anywhere. You know what I mean? Not just like, oh, this is from Toronto.
Yeah.
I hear that. And the songwriting is really good on that song, like the melodies and stuff.
Mhm.
However, when you dissect the lyrics, like it is still pretty street. It's actually very street.
It's
like,
very street, but he's done an impeccable job as somebody who's had mad issues. I don't know about have, but he's had mad issues over the years, different ops and stuff. He never mentions them. Like he never mentions them by name or specifically where like you can catch, oh, he's talking about this block over here. He'll be talking about the biggest, baddest things on his raps. It's never specific.
I just feel like the criteria for Canadian hip hop being played on the radio is a little more strict or prude than in America. Like in America, you'll hear like street songs on the radio.
Yeah, yeah.
In Canada, you're not hearing that type of hip hop. Like it is very, I don't want to say whitewashed or watered down.
But how much of these street mans were signed?
In Canada?
Because in America, everything you're hearing on the radio, all them niggas were signed. Like the Jewish mans were making money off of all that street rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. They signed Julio Fulio's ops there, Young and Ace.
Yeah.
Like they're signed artists. That video, that Who I Smoke video is well produced.
I'm trying to think of Canadian street rappers we've heard on the radio, but I can't even think of one.
Like,
Besides Pressa.
That was played
Pressa,
constantly.
yeah. And
Smiley.
what Attachments? Was it what Pressa songs are playing on the radio in
Attachments was
rotation?
definitely playing on the radio over
The
here.
Coil Ray version, though.
No, they played the regular one over here too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Even with the part in the chorus? Or did they bleep it out?
I don't remember. I don't remember how they dealt with the chorus because it's like he names a name in the chorus.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like that's what kind of, because it's still a huge song, obviously. But as a DJ, because I didn't know like what that chorus meant at first. But then I feel like at a certain point, everybody kind of figured it out.
Yep.
And then it's just like, okay, maybe we shouldn't play this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awkward. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Well, listen, man. Salute to Casper. Keep doing your thing. See, we didn't hate. I think we got through this whole segment. No hating. We have no hate in our hearts. So it's like, I don't know, like, I know people are like, they're waiting for the hate, but there was no hate here. We did good.
My only hate is towards Billboard. I feel like it deserves to be on the US one too.
Well,
you
I'm
gotta get
biased.
there. It's gotta, it's
nah.
Because like, not only is it US rap, but it's like US art. It's like all US music, right? It's not just the US rap chart, you know?
Yeah,
True.
Yeah.
There's 100. Yeah, there's probably 100 other songs that are getting more
pure
spins.
Taylor Swift, pure, you know?
Bro, there's barely any rap on the Billboard charts in American Billboard chart, period. So for Casper, like that would be a super duper stunt, bro. I did see Baby Keem though. When I was searching the American, like the US Billboard chart. So salute to Baby Keem. There's like 3 entries in there.
And they did I guess a bot checker or whatever, because in the whole Spotify does is, and Baby Keem was not on the list.
He's clean.
Shout out to the boy.
See where you could sleep at night now.
K-Bots, fall back. You know what I'm saying? Quick thing about the Breakfast Club. When's the last time, before we get to this full segment of the Breakfast Club, I want to ask you guys, when's the last time you guys peeped something from the Breakfast Club?
Can't even remember.
And is it pre-Netflix or before or after that, post-Netflix?
I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I mean, I'd see them in passing, but I stopped watching actively when Angela Yee left. I don't know why. It wasn't like I was tuning in for her.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was just a lot of shift in the dynamic. And if I want to see Charlemagne, which was the main draw of the Breakfast Club,
Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah, I'll watch Brilliant Idiots.
Facts, me too.
So yeah, man, it was definitely pre-Netflix.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of the same. I was like kind of weaning off after, and no diss, but when what's her name, Jess Hilarious got the hosting job, I started kind of getting annoyed. So I don't know, I kind of started tuning out a little bit. So when they made the move to Netflix, I wasn't like, whoa. What about you, Natural?
I've been stopped watching them probably like before COVID.
Oh yeah, you've mentioned before when you stopped watching them. What year was that again?
I don't remember exactly, but
like 2018, no, or 2016?
Yeah, probably around there, like maybe 2018, 2019. Because more so, like once I tapped into the Joe Budden podcast, I kind of didn't need, you know. Because at first I would watch all of Hot 97 interviews, then I'd watch the Breakfast Club interviews, but then it just got too commercial for me. But regardless, I don't see them anymore on my For You.
right?
Mhm.
So we had a conversation a few months ago, not that long ago, but a couple of months ago when everybody was making the move to Netflix, right? Breakfast Club, New Orient Mall. I listen to them regularly and they talk about, hey, I'm on Netflix now, but I still go on YouTube and I see long form clips from them on YouTube. Who else went over there? Joe and Jada. A multitude of podcast platforms have gone over to Netflix now. And I've been meaning to ask you guys, how did that work out for everybody?
Killed their momentum, bro.
Right? It's more like just us speculating. It's one thing, but like just hilarious, and I'll play the clip now, is actually complaining about this shit. And actually, before I play the clip, they were doing little things like going on there at the end of the small clips that they have on YouTube. They'll put like a 4-minute, 3-minute clip on YouTube. Barely anything, bro. And at the end of the clip, they're like, come over to our Netflix and da-da-da-da. So they're like, they started adding that after the fact because they started realizing, yo, our audience is starting to wean. So I'll play this clip over here. And salute to Just Hilarious.
Been on Netflix, man. I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, well, that they built up, I just got here.
We love hip
That they
hop.
built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope, we want all of it.
We
Y'all
love
can't
hip
have
hop.
no other social media presence.
Nope.
None. So now we gotta find other content to do that can go on our other platforms. But it's okay because Just Hilarious got that in a bag, shorty. So make sure y'all tune into Just's Thoughts. I started doing a segment where I ain't gonna lie, yo.
All right. So she's complaining. She's like, the rest of them are not going to complain out loud like that, but like she's a little bit more of a rebel.
Well, good for her for being honest.
Mhm.
And it's probably true because I think for a lot of these shows, they were still primarily audio driven.
Yep.
So I'm sure that their listening audience is still consistent. Like they'll either tune in on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Like
Or in real time in the car when the
on the
radio show's
radio,
playing. Yeah.
right? But asking people to watch a podcast on Netflix, I don't know why, but it seems like a big ask. Like I feel like YouTube has made itself like the premier visual space for podcasts,
Mhm.
and Netflix is just trying to like enter the market and just take over, but that's not how consumers work. It's
Yeah.
I can watch something on YouTube while driving, like play in the background. I'm not going to open up Netflix
No facts.
unless like it's a dedicated watching session, you know?
Yeah.
And the thing is, because there's a Spotify, there's an Apple, there's Deezer, like there's so many places you can listen to the audio. I feel like because YouTube was the one place you could watch, there would be huge numbers and they probably were making, good bread from that because like to watch it, everyone's all in this one place, but to
Yep.
listen, you could go all these other places, So there's this one podcast that I would watch called Murder with My Husband. It's like a true crime podcast. And the other day, I'm like, I haven't seen these niggas on my shit. Like, where they at? So I looked up their thing, and then they were a part of this whole bundle as well.
The migration.
So I'm like, fuck, like that's why I haven't been seeing their shit. So
Yeah.
me as a consumer, I feel she's right. I feel neglected because I'm like, I don't even like. I have access to someone's Netflix, but I don't go on Netflix, bro. I have Apple and I have fucking Crave.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. It's
And
annoying.
a couple of things, even like with Spotify, if it was like everybody, like if you migrated or just got exclusively put on Spotify, like how Joe Rogan and a few other people are, you still have the Spotify video, the Spotify interface, and like the app. Like it's very user friendly. You can
Yeah.
close the app. It doesn't have that much ads, and I'm not advertising for Spotify. Trust me, I'm not. Okay, but it doesn't have as much ads as when you're listening to a podcast as when you're trying to listen to music.
Yeah.
You might get like 3-4 ads tops, like in a whole like 2-hour podcast. So it's a little bit more, and there's a comment section, right?
Mhm.
On Spotify. But this is also my second point, the main reason why a lot of audiences will wean off and not be on Netflix, okay? One, the interface on Netflix is really bad. You just mentioned, you can't just run the app and close it and just have it running in the background. They got to figure that out. And they need to put a comment section because people like to interact in the comment section.
The fact that they don't have a comment section is detrimental.
Yes.
Especially for podcasts.
Yes. Like Bro, YouTube, one of the main things about YouTube is the community that people are able to build. Right now, there's people who get to link with each other in a live chat on this live stream or the premiere of this right now, where like they see each other every time they're live streaming, we're doing the We Love Hip Hop thing. You know what I'm saying? That's gone if you're on Netflix, bro.
I mostly feel bad for Joe and Jada because they were really building up steam. Like I was seeing clips of their show all the like. I was intentionally not watching their show, but I was seeing so many clips where I actually started watching it and I was vibing with it.
Yeah.
Because I thought, I'm just like, oh, 2 more rappers on a podcast. Who wants to hear this shit?
Yeah.
But they were actually good. They had good chemistry and stuff, you know? So it's just kind of unfortunate that I guess their trajectory kind of got halted due to like the overseer.
Yeah, it is and it isn't, because I'm sure they got a big bag. So they're just like,
did they
whatever.
though? Okay, if you're already in a contract and the contract says we own what you guys are doing, if another company says, hey, we're paying you, are they gonna pay down the creators?
No, like you're gonna still get your salary before the same salary you got before we sold this to Netflix.
You might get a little boost. That's it.
Maybe a little extra bonus.
Yeah. Well, I heard, and this is from Ebro and Lauren and Rosenberg show, right? Which actually stepped their game up. So salute to them.
They listen to you,
right? Okay, air horns for them. That $1 billion went to iHeart for a lot of their IP. So a lot of those iHeart podcasts and stuff like that, they got like $1 billion deal out of which Charlamagne got that 20 million.
And like, but because Charlamagne owned shows.
Yeah, he has the Black Effect Network.
Yeah, so Charlamagne was able. So maybe Charlamagne broke off some of his people.
Or sorry, not 20 million, 200 million. My bad.
Yeah. So maybe Charlamagne broke off some of his people. But okay, let's say you get $1 billion, you own this company or whatever. You're migrating 100 podcasts over. How much are you breaking off these niggas out of your $1 billion?
Yeah. Like the ones that were barely even getting any love really anyway. But Charlamagne just shows them love because he's a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Like the shows that are under his network, like Salute to Glasses and different guys like that, but like they weren't going crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of Netflix's thinking behind getting these podcasts. Because think about it. You're either going to consume a podcast like audio-wise, or if you're watching it, you're either watching it on your phone, but usually maybe on a laptop, or you're projecting it onto a TV, right? A lot of people who are watching this right now, it's on their TV.
Yes.
But usually it's through YouTube. So maybe Netflix thought, okay, well, people have watched it on their TV. Maybe they'll open up Netflix because Netflix were like made for TV realistically.
Yeah.
And they'll watch it through Netflix. But I think it's just too much of an ask. And
yeah, I think Netflix is trying to impede on YouTube space, because YouTube was able to impede on the streaming space. You know what I mean? Like they don't have the biggest market share, but they were able to make their mark in that space. There was like YouTube movies and TV shows, which is still active now. So YouTube was able to enter all these guys' markets and shit. And they weren't really kind of able to like chink YouTube's armor or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think this is Netflix trying to just like put money into kind of devaluing YouTube a little bit.
Yeah, because they're trying live streams. They've live streamed events like comedy shows and stuff like that. So they're trying, and boxing events and stuff. So they're trying a lot.
Well, they have the creation or content creation down, but YouTube is still very pro user in the sense where, as you know, you have a channel that is monetized, right? So you have a little more control over looking at the analytics, looking at how the engagement is, where the engagement is, future video ideas, how to go live and all this stuff. Netflix is not that. Netflix is literally like the big rich monster that just wants to own everything.
Yeah, and there's one last thing that really makes Netflix not as appetizing for podcasts to go to: clip factor. Ain't nobody going to Netflix, and it's not even that easy. You can't screen record Netflix; it goes black, right? Ain't nobody going to Netflix to go and grab your clips. If they're not on YouTube or on Twitter, then forget about it.
If Netflix were to come up with shorts that promote their movies, that could be a good way to kind of funnel some of that audience from YouTube
take
or
some
TikTok.
of their copyright off. Like, don't make it so hard that if somebody wants to like take some of their content and then reuse it or share it somewhere else, that it'll get striked and shit.
I think Netflix is trying to do that because Netflix, they did have like for comedians, like 30 seconds of blah, 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 a minute of this,
Mhm.
but they're posting it on YouTube. And like as a company, to have to utilize your ops, like imagine like, hey, you run this conglomerate, but you have to link your ops every day to like, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, nah, I need to build up my own shit where I don't need these niggas' facilities.
Yeah, because Netflix going on YouTube could easily like shut down the algorithm on them and be like, we're not gonna push this as much as we would push one of our own creators.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And like, to be honest, it's once you're on YouTube, the aim of any app is to stay on this app. Don't watch this and be like, hey, that good idea. Let me go over to Netflix.
Exactly.
You're supposed to go into a wormhole.
Netflix is for like longer format content consumption. YouTube, it's like you're watching a 20-minute video. Now you're going to watch a 10-minute video. You might watch an 8-minute video, maybe a 5-minute video. Now you're on Reels.
Yo, I'll be watching 4 or 5 hour long video essays on YouTube, dog.
See, there's a range. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's for both. Like,
yeah,
you could watch YouTube for the short clips. I watch a lot of short 20 or 10 to 20 minute clips during the day. And then I'll watch Rotten Mangoes at night while I'm going to bed. And it's like 2 hours long.
Yeah, like how often are you on Netflix? That's like a once a day thing.
I'm never on Netflix.
I'm
always entertained.
Yeah, I'm only on Netflix if I'm with a girl. So
literally.
I'm just watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, so it's a different user behavior too. Like,
facts.
You go to Netflix for movies and documentaries and stuff like that, and you go to YouTube for podcasts, docs, and all of the other stuff too.
Everything else.
The only thing Netflix has is those binge-worthy shows that are exclusively on Netflix.
Yeah.
And that's when they'll have you for like 10 hours straight.
Yeah.
For like a Breaking Bad or something, you know?
Or Love is Blind type shit.
But besides that, you're not really on Netflix more than a couple times a week.
And Netflix lost the Paramount deal as well.
Yeah.
And now Paramount has good shows too, low key. Like they have exclusive shows. They have their own like
But
network.
would you go to Paramount for a pod?
No.
Right? So it's kind of the same. It's like, I'm not going to Paramount for a pod. I'm not going to freaking Peacock or whatever to listen to a pod. So why would I go to Netflix? Like at first, when we first reported on this, were we saying it was a good idea? I don't remember.
Nah, I did not say
you weren't feeling the idea, right? Were you feeling the idea, Zara?
I was feeling the idea of us being on Netflix. But
Yeah, but like in hindsight now, once we've seen the smoke clear and you're seeing like how the rest of these pods are performing and how we're not seeing the clips, I think they did good. They didn't invite us.
Yeah, we didn't have the option to say no, but
they because when it was first announced, Magnum didn't seem excited about it. There was no pizzazz in it. It's just like, yeah, guys, we're gonna be on Netflix from now on. Still,
Rory and Maul, I feel like they seemed a little bit excited. You know what I'm saying?
They posted on. When I checked, I didn't even see it on their feed. Like one of them had it on their story. Maul didn't even have it on anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think when they dropped their first episode, Maul, he posted something then, probably like obligatory.
Probably because the numbers were low. It's like, yo, you got to get more people here, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because it wasn't like they were doing well on YouTube, but they weren't killing it. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like it's kind of like a rinsing money thing for Netflix, because I think the amount they're paying these shows is not going to be how much these shows are bringing in terms of users. I think it is more of just a market share psychological thing. You know?
And last thing I'll say, I feel like them signing these deals, they're probably thinking, okay, we could get money now up front, but also we could still build. We're going to be on YouTube, We have our clippers, this, that. Now your clippers, anytime they try to even screen record, it goes black, bro. Like that's insane. Now, whatever like potential reach you had is just only within the Netflix algorithm.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a good two-way thing, right? One, to keep people here, and maybe we'll get more users that way, but I don't think that's not how the world works right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. But yeah, salute to the Breakfast Club. Hopefully they'll be able to bounce back from whatever's going on over there with their IP. But let's come back a little bit local. There's a warrant going on for the arrest of 2 guys, right? One of them they're saying is connected to Lil OT.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Roll ready, ready for the road.
One from Hamilton and one from Edmonton. I'm gonna pull up the news story because they're actually rappers, bro. And it'll surprise you like the way these
Live
youths
now
look.
to police headquarters where Toronto and
Let's go,
York
Arda.
police are updating 2 separate fatal shootings. Let's listen in.
The second is the homicide of Sergio Lopes, 65, who was shot and killed in Vaughan on Monday, January 26, 2026. Following their remarks, both will be available to take questions. Detective Sergeant Arita.
Good morning. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Today, we are joined by our colleagues from York Regional Police Service to provide an update on 2 homicide investigations that we believe are connected. I will begin by speaking about the Toronto homicide of Mr. Chandan Kumar Raja Nandan Kumar, who was shot and killed Saturday, February 7th, 2026. At approximately 3:26 p.m., Mr. Raja Nandakumar was sitting alone in his vehicle at Woodbine Mall, located at 500 Rexdale Boulevard. He had arrived just after 3 p.m. and parked near the main entrance just north of the TD Bank. While seated in his vehicle, he was shot multiple times and tragically succumbed to his injuries. Mr. Raja Nandakumar was a respected member of his community. He maintained strong connections with others
Wait till
in
they
the
get to the
GTA,
pictures.
particularly those of the same region
We
of
love
India.
hip-hop.
Those who knew him described him as kind, generous, and always willing to help others. His loss is deeply felt by his family and friends. As a result of our investigation, a Canada-wide warrant has been issued for 19-year-old Isaiah Thomas Badger for first-degree murder. Today, we are releasing a photo of Mr. Badger along
We love
with an
hip-hop.
image of what
Let
he
us
was
browse
wearing
lip fillers.
on the day of the murder. Mr. Badger is
We love
described
hip-hop.
as 6 feet 3 inches tall,
Damn, he's tall.
approximately 117 pounds, with
What?
brown hair and brown eyes. He is from Edmonton, Alberta, where he is also wanted by the Edmonton Police Service on outstanding weapons charges. Through ongoing information sharing and collaboration between law enforcement agencies,
Watch the next youth now.
investigators have determined that the individual we allege is responsible for the homicide of Mr. Raja Nandakumar may also be responsible for a homicide in York Region. This
Okay, so I'm gonna go forward a
underscores
bit.
the
sharing and collaboration. A short time later, the suspect vehicle was found on fire, located at 8214 Kipling Avenue in the city of Vaughan.
So this is for a Rexdale shooting.
Mr. Lopes was a respected member of his community, a loving father and husband. Loss was deeply felt. As a result of our investigation
hip-hop.
and through the ongoing information sharing and collaboration between law enforcement agencies, warrants have been issued for 19-year-old Isaiah Thomas Badger and 19-year-old Jacob Wallace for first-degree murder and arson. Canada-wide warrants are currently being sought. We allege that Mr. Badger is responsible for shooting Mr. Lopes and that Mr. Wallace
We
is
love
responsible
hip-hop.
for operating the vehicle used to flee the scene of the arson. Mr. Wallace is described as approximately 5 feet, 6 inches tall, and approximately 115 pounds, with brown hair and brown
We love
eyes.
hip-hop.
He is from Mississauga, Ontario. I want to thank the Toronto Police Service.
Okay, so I think we can stop there. So there's more stuff that's on Reddit and stuff like that. I guess this guy, the Asian dude, is a rapper by the name of KR. Right? There's been a few different things, like not even just on Reddit, like it's been all over the blog. So watch this. Let me show y'all something, bro. Because when you look at them, in my opinion, they just look like good youths. You know what I'm saying? Especially the white youth on the top, bro. Like, look at his mop top, bro. He looks like Justin Bieber, you know what I'm saying? But
Personal issues, nigga.
Said nigga and shit. Damn.
Wipe his nose, someone give him a tissue. Get up close, so my bullets they kiss you. Slide him low, cause it's personal issues. Better duck, cause these hoes won't miss you. Jump out, jump back in when I hit you. Beg on your head, then I cash no issues. Shots in the back of the clip when I blitz you. Love on my gun, only thing I commit to. Stay on my hip when I'm gripping. I got shooters that shoot with precision. Burn them down for that talk and distance. They daddy up, but he's swimming vicious. Who you think that they call when they ride out? About to ask, put that boy in the timeout. Side on the net, but I'm pretty hide out. Sick that you die, I'm a crime.
We love hip hop.
This is the Utes, bro.
He's not rap capping.
He's not rap capping.
This is
bro.
the Alberta one, right?
That's the Edmonton Ute.
Edmonton one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right? So, like, and he literally just dropped music not too long ago, too, bro. Like, fam. K2, my bad. K2, the Yeg Reaper is what they're calling him on Reddit right now. There's a Reddit post here.
But based on how they dress and stuff, like, it doesn't really surprise me still. Like, a lot of the news stories that have been coming out, like, I used to be like, oh, please don't be black, please don't be black. But I don't even say that no more. Like, more time, if they're black, I'd be surprised. I'm like, oh shit, niggas is still spinning out here. Like, I just, you know what I mean? I just been seeing, so, like, I appreciate the diversification.
The diversity, the
diversification of crime.
Yeah.
No, but like when I even look at the pictures of these guys, and let me see if I could find it again. Over here, the pictures that they used of these guys, right?
But they chose calm pictures to show of them.
They did. But bro, like I'm thinking to myself, these are the youths that are out here spinning, fam. Maybe I have like a stereotype in my brain, bro, but these guys, they don't look the same anymore, bro. Like look at the guy on the top, fam. He's the one who's spinning, fam. Yo, mind you, they're still on road, right? I didn't catch up to them yet. Okay, so or maybe ever.
They're probably watching this.
They're probably not just watching for the first time, fam. They're probably avid watchers, but like, broski, I'm shocked, fam. When I look at just the profile of what a driller is these days, I see a little Asian youth or I guess a tall Asian youth, and this white youth that has the Justin Bieber mop top, and they're actually really spinning. They're not capping, bro. I give up, fam. I am never talking stout to any YN. I don't care what race they are, whatever, fam. Everybody gets the respect, bro. I'm sorry, fam. I should have been doing that from time.
Yeah, there's a couple things I find interesting about this because the rap actually wasn't that bad.
It was okay.
There was like a Toronto twang, which I find interesting because he's from Edmonton.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's just so much Toronto influence coded in them that maybe they're kind of following the Toronto blueprint of, make some music, hit a lick, get a couple years jail time, come back, and now you're respected.
Yeah.
Because you're right, you don't really have to have the look. I don't think you ever had to have the look, but nowadays.
Ever? Because I feel like once upon a time, maybe back in my old days or whatever, mans will profile you and like give you a harder time to be down, to trust you on the drills and all that before we just let you in the crew, fam.
But it's kind of wiser to look like you don't belong, because now those kids probably wouldn't get profiled.
No, but mans will look at them and be like, oh, he's going to flip on us. He's going to snitch. He's going to,
yeah. And like, they're down, fam. And they don't look like they're just down and like they're kind of halfway in, fam. Like, they look like they're in it to win it, fam.
Yeah, let's get that youth to run the bank flex. We'll get them to go in the bank for us. Like them.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't feel like they're what are they calling using him, but what's the other word that the Toronto mans would? They're boopsing him. They're not boopsing these youths like what they would do to, with no offense, like a white youth back in the days. They would try to boops the white youth, use his house, because he has a nice house. So like that's why we let him around and just stupid shit like that. I think we're more inclusive these days, fam. Like you don't have to like offer something just to be down, fam.
Or I think what they do is like they kind of do their own thing outside of the urban community, just very like heavily urban.
No, they're
influence.
in the urban community, not to interrupt you, but they're not part of a black gang. They started their own shit.
Yeah, and Isaiah Badger, he looks Asian. He's probably half white, half Asian, low key. They're saying the man's 6'3". I mean, there are tall Asians. The man's last name is Badger. The man's last name is Badger. How many Asians have that last name? Like full Asians?
True. You got it from his daddy.
Yeah. Probably. But yeah, I don't know, man. They're young. And if what the police are alleging are true, this is probably like a paid hit that they have no personal affiliation for.
Yes.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
So I guess the real question is, once they get caught, or if they get caught, are they just gonna do the full time? Are they gonna kind of say, nah, like these guys hired us and get less time?
I don't think they're gonna flip, bro, if they do get caught.
So if they're first degree, how many years is that? Isn't that 20 years?
25 years.
Was it worth it?
No, but once upon a time, I would have assumed if these guys get caught, they're squeezing them, they're ratting on everybody. But I'm now rethinking, unlearning my old way of thinking, where it's like, if you catch these youths, they stand 10 toes down, they stand strong.
10 toes down.
No, bro.
Nah, bro.
Not this guys, not these guys.
Nah, and I don't think it's a race thing. Like, I feel like 98% of people put in that predicament when they have to think, yo, do I really want to face 20 years plus in a jail cell right now? I don't.
Yeah.
If I have an opportunity to put someone else in that position, we're switching trading places.
Yeah. So you're saying regardless of the race, most people will flip.
Yeah. Okay. I feel that.
But I feel like the people they be flipping on would make their life miserable. Like you're dealing with either like some Tamil mafia or some Italian Bond.
It depends.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're not in Mexico. Like them cartel niggas, you can't flip on them. You just have to hope that the jail isn't too bad. You know what I mean? Like go on and do your 20.
But they got people in jail too.
Yeah,
so
it's not just a cartel thing these days. Like it depends. And I don't want to diss our own people. It's just literally, to me, to be honest, the black gangs who do the least to
No, I agree. Even in
days.
America. In America, man, them be snitching and then make hit records and stuff.
Yeah. But if you're part of like if the Italian mob sent these guys or any other mob sent these guys, the bikers, anybody, like you're getting your head shot off for snitching, bro. Like there's only brothers who are like, all right, well, he didn't snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened to the game, bro. Like, we don't stand on business no more, fam.
Well, because no one wants to kind of carry that out, and then now they have to kind of take the jail time.
Yeah,
because they're gonna snitch, and then no someone's gonna come after.
I'm curious to know about their environmental circumstances. Was this a lifestyle that they chose to try to be cool, or was it forced upon them because their environment was such a way?
Money.
Just pure, I need money, I want to be up.
I feel like this is just me speculating based on like my interactions with the YNs that's going on right now. It's the combination of they want money, the jobs isn't going to get them what they need fast enough. And like there's a certain aura that comes with like especially when drill was popping and everything, like Geldom kind of gravitate towards like the dangerous guy. No one really wants to kind of be the dweeb, especially when you're that young.
Yeah.
No one wants to be the miskin, you no bread. Oh, you work at the burger spot. Like that's not really getting the things.
Nah, like you need to have a strap, some cash on hand, and a couple plays that you're running.
I'll show you something because I've been, you know me, I'm terminally on Reddit.
With the braces.
Yes, young kid. This is K2, aka Isaiah, was a good youth.
Mm-hmm.
They picked like the most good youth picture.
Right? I don't know.
Maybe he's native.
He's native because there's another video
okay.
that I saw in here on Reddit saying that he's like the native, a native warrior or something.
But
like
I
that.
feel like everybody at 7 years old was a good youth.
Yeah. You
know, even if you're a bad motherfucker, there's like 3 pictures of you smiling with your dukes.
Yeah, this is the one I'm talking about.
Okay,
K2 is a true native warrior. Right? Read the description. I don't feel like reading this. Where's the description? There's no.
The natives don't play around.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's an extra element to just thinking like he's the mesquite like Chinese youth or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, like.
And that doesn't make him mesquite neither because they got their own gangs too.
Yeah.
The native gangs, especially out west, like they run-ish, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And like, I don't want to say like there's like a warrior element to their culture, but I feel like it's more normalized. So he probably seen, maybe he was on the reserves and he's seen all the mandem with straps.
Yeah.
Trying to think of licks, trying to find ways to make real money.
Yeah.
Especially when you're young, you want that fast money.
And I'm just thinking of like being in the trenches, going to school and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But like I couldn't imagine like being on the reserves and then like having to interact with young in the real world. It's like, oh shit, y'all living like that? Like damn, like if the people in the trenches is looking down on how you're living, like that's how you know like the living situations isn't glamorous, you know?
Yeah, you guys don't have real running water and shit.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like
Yo,
but now you're thinking, if I work a job, I have to work like 80 years to get myself out of this situation.
yeah, plus there's like that disdain for square life where it's like, oh, like look at these squares trying to like play the game like in this way. Like, I just made 20 racks this week.
And imagine like, okay, this was your land, quote unquote, as a native. You know, I thought niggas, whatever. But okay, as a native, they say this is their land. You know what I mean? So do you want to work for the same white man that came and conquered your, you know what I mean? And they're paying you what, $15, $16 an hour? Like,
Yeah, you're gonna want to do rebellious type of business in a way, almost as revenge.
You know,
I'm wondering if the white youth that's in the pictures also is part native too.
Jacob Wallace.
Yeah.
we didn't hear too much about him, right? Wasn't one of them photographed with Lil OT?
I think they're saying the K2 guy. Yeah,
That's kind of crazy.
They're also saying on Reddit basically that there's a possibility that one of these guys or both of them were the ones also responsible for lining up a little OT.
That just sounds like a crazy theory.
This sounds a conspiracy. Yeah, my bad. Sound effects are a little bit late today. There we go.
I wonder if K2, right?
Yeah.
If he's able to make it back to Edmonton, could he kind of seek refuge on the reserve and be protected?
Possibly.
I feel like that's possible, right?
Yeah, as long as he makes it back over there and gets onto the reserve, you can't get me over here.
He's
bro.
listening to this. He's halfway there. He's like, damn, why they telling the
Shut up, man.
They're telling the strap.
And if you're hearing this, it's because we didn't cut it out there.
Safe travels, my guy.
I have no salutes because in the end of the day, these guys are doing murders and stuff like that. I felt it an observation. Not to say like, okay, it's gonna be brothers or whatever, but like usually like you see like some hard face, like, yo, that guy does look like a murderer still. But like these kids, when I saw them, I'm like,
I feel like that image of what we expect a killer to look like, I feel like when I seen the real world and seen like these Chinese gangsters who like you would think are mesquite and are really running, you know, crazy operations. Like the fact that they're doing that, you can never underestimate anyone. And sometimes it's actually opposite. It's the dudes that look like they're about that life that aren't about that life. And then vice versa. It's like the most square looking person you find out is running like $1 million cocaine operation.
You guys remember my Tim Hortons story? I don't know if you were here for the Tim Hortons story.
The drive-through thing,
right? I had a lot of bark, but no bite, brother.
Okay, quick question, because even on roads, I don't want to fight nobody on roads. You know? So I was thinking of like getting a weapon that like I could just have on me, like just in case, if like, because even when I'm walking downtown and stuff, I see pure buckets, like, so I just feel like anything could happen at any time. But I'm like,
you need the extendo stick.
Yeah, because I don't want a knife because I feel like you have to get close to use the knife. I don't want to get close to nobody. So I was gonna get like the bear mace, so I could just clear out the plate, clear out every, you know, whoever's around is catching it. You know what I mean?
This guy's some Charleston White shit.
No facts, like nobody get close, nobody. You know what I mean? But like, what do you guys think is the most ideal weapon to have for like self-defense or like a protective measure?
Probably a gun.
Well, like other than that,
guns are legal.
Yeah.
Well, you said the best. You didn't say the most legal.
That is the best still. Most effective.
Other than a gun.
Oh, okay.
I would go with the mace. Because you could blind up somebody, bro, and then you could really mosh them up after you blind them, bro.
I know, but the mace doesn't scream like, yo, tough guy. You know?
I don't care about that. I do not care, because I was thinking the other day, like, yo, like, do I really want to get down and dirty with somebody? Like, I don't really, know what I mean? I want to just be able to be like, bang, and then you know what I mean.
I would pay top dollar to see Natural use a bear spray on a homeless person or something.
You're trying to do the most manly style of spraying.
You have to hold it sideways.
Are you fucking stupid? Yo, get the away from me, bro.
There's no manly way of doing this.
Yo, chill. Yo, chill, bro. He's tucking it. He's holding it. Let it go.
Oh shit, man! I never realized that until I'm filming it right now, where I'm like, there's no like tough guy way of going. Wait, yo, back up, bro. Yo.
It's not tough until the attacker starts screaming and things.
No,
and then
facts.
And then you're standing there.
No, but you know what the thing is? Like, if you bear spray, what was it called?
Just mace.
Mace.
There's bear spray and there's just regular mace.
If you mace someone, right, and then you see them like suffering, like they're like, ah, and you're like towering over them, you kind of look like a bad guy regardless. Even if it was self-defense, like, yo, why would you mace this guy? It's like, yo, he was coming up, he's like, bro, you don't mace people.
Bro, you don't even feel accomplished. You never threw one punch or nothing.
Nah,
you can't even do this whole... All you did was this.
Okay, imagine
Like
there's someone.
bitch.
Imagine there's someone wilding out with a knife or something, and like you don't really want to get close to him and disarm him or whatever. But like, if you're the one guy that was able to mace him down, like, oh, you saved their lives. Like, who knows what he could have done? Da da da.
No, as a weapon, it is effective because you don't have to be too close for combat.
It's just not manly.
But you're not actually like giving life-threatening injuries.
You know what I mean?
So there's an ethical aspect to it. You have the distance. It's low overhead.
I thought of this.
No, like you can have that on a keychain. You know what I mean?
Because my first instinct was the extendo stick, those ones that you go and the whole stick comes out. But like, if you don't have the actual like skills compared to the next person, you might could fight. But the next person, like, he might have done some MMA.
What if he takes the stick from you?
Basically, right? So you're better off with the spray, bro.
Knife is too risky because you have to be close, and you could end up like catching a manslaughter or something. You know, like if you stab up someone, like it could be bad. Exactly. But I'm thinking of other weapons besides those two.
The taser's the only other one, and I don't think we're allowed to have them.
Okay, taser. I thought of one, but it sounds weird.
Give it to me. Pause.
Like a whip.
You say that
I know, that's why I didn't want to say it. But imagine you had like a real whip, bro. Like it's kind of old school.
This guy is really Mr. or Dr. Fantastic. Sounds like some Zorro shit, bro.
Okay, but like, racial history aside, right?
No, it would be bad still.
And like that shit would hurt.
No facts.
People would hear it. It looks, I don't want to say it looks manly.
It would hurt. No, it depends. Because Zorro was Zorro manly. He had the whip and the sword.
No, I feel like, because me, I'd be wearing like denim, I'd be wearing the boot cuts or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, it looks kind of sick. So I feel like if Magnum had the Django whip too.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like that could do some damage.
But
you would just look crazy. I mean, you guys could probably get away with having a whip and it would look.
Yeah, it would look fire. But
if I
you
had one, it's
bad.
like, bro, what do you be doing with that? It's for self-defense. That's right.
Yo, bro. It's just going to offend the freaking whoever the assailant is. Be like, bro, what are you trying to say to him? You know what I'm saying? But also, last thing, we'll move on. You still have to have a degree of skill to run the whip, bro.
That's true.
You could do all whatever and all that and hit nothing, bro.
Facts.
Man's just like, so what did you do all of this? What was all this for, bro?
I've never actually whipped a whip, so I'd assume they're heavy to an extent. Like,
who knows, bro?
I don't know.
I don't think you could it's just accuracy. You just pull it out and it just finds the body, bro. No, it's not heat seeking. You know what I'm saying?
But it doesn't look that difficult to use.
Okay.
In the comments, let me know what weapon I should purchase. You know, if anything, I might even do a YouTube review for the members type thing. You know, like
how about pepper spray?
What's the difference between pepper spray and mace?
Same
is it the same thing?
much.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a different chemical.
It's just want to burn. You know what I'm saying?
I remember one time my Dukes had it in her purse, like as we were kids, and then we were messing around. We're spraying it in the crib.
Oh my god!
And like it lingered for hours. Like, oh my god, like how are we gonna get this on? And my Dukes came home, and then we got these.
There's this different strays.
How about a boomerang?
No.
Yeah, that's not going.
How about nunchucks?
Throwing knives?
Throwing knives? It's like, what are you gonna? How about a bow and arrow? But that's kind of hard to just walk around with.
Yeah. You got to load it up and shit. Well, listen, no salutes again to nobody over here in this news story. We were talking about those two youths, but we went to another direction.
That was a good question, though.
Respect.
I'm thinking about it now too. I'm like, I gotta get a weapon.
Weapon loading. Just quick question on Iceman. I want to take a quick second to give a big shout out to Grabba, some of the hottest grabba in the GTA. You can get grabba shakers as well as hot grabba leaf in different flavors like red herring and red rose. They got delivery within the GTA and they got some really cool apparel for sale. If you want to get your hands on that grabba, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, grabba.ca, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer. He's posted something, he being Drake. All right, I'll show you guys the quick post. All right, Iceman is Drake. This is from, I think that was further back. This is the newest one, Talk is Cheap. All right. What's going on, fam? We're in March. I heard a few people hinting that this might be the month. Y'all think this is the month, fam? Am I sounding like a bitch now? Keep on asking like when this guy's gonna drop his shit, bro.
You know what? I kind of gave up. I'm just like, when it drops, it'll drop. I'm not gonna like anticipate it anymore. I saw him post a screenshot conversation with Kai Cenat where he said something and Kai Cenat's like, yo, drop the album.
Yes.
You know, when's
I
the
saw
album
that
dropping?
too. Yeah.
So at this point, bro, speculating doesn't get us nowhere. I thought it was gonna drop in February. I was wrong.
It's the detox, bro.
He's doing a detox?
No, this album
Dr.
is becoming detox.
Oh, how it took like a while
And
to
then
drop.
just never dropped, bro. It might even be something else by the time he drops an album, and it's like, well, whatever happened to Iceman?
I hope it doesn't fade into obscurity, but I feel like he'll drop it by the end of 2026.
He might even be pressured, and this is just speculation line or conspiracy Rick. He might even be pressured to change the title at this point.
I think he should, but not because of the whole ICE situation, But like at this point, there's so much anticipation, and like I don't think he can do a surprise drop. He's gonna have to re-roll it out and stuff. So like I don't know. Like I don't want to say just make some new shit, but like it's kind of given when Kanye would kind of go through like album phases and stuff. At a certain point, he'll be like, yo, that Yandi shit that I was working on, like, yo, that it's over for that, bro. That era's done, bro. That era's done, bro.
Yeah, and he might have that demo-itis thing where it's like, bro, you're listening to the shit, you're listening, and it's like, bro, just drop this shit, fam.
But do you feel like there's a possibility that if you wait too long to drop an album, you lose interest in dropping it completely? Like you have a window of opportunity, especially as creatives, and creativity like speed. So do you feel like maybe he kind of stretched it too long and now he's like, I don't even want to drop that shit anymore?
Not too long yet, but we're getting there.
That's what I'm saying. He would have to like re-roll it out. He can't just say, all right, guys, Iceman on Friday. It's like, wait, hold on, bro. You know, that's kind of like when you're with a shotty or whatever.
Just thinking that.
And like you're about to, like, you know, you already smooshed it, you already kind of foreplayed it, but DoorDash is here. You guys go. You know what I mean? Like the mood kind of changed now, so you have to kind of re-bring the vibes.
You gotta start it again.
Hold on, let me give you a better example than DoorDash. Go down to the store and go get some condoms.
No, you facts.
Right? You gotta come back and reset the vibe.
You know, facts. The pum pum done dry up.
Yeah. That was a long trip. I was waiting in line for like, hurry up, man. Like the pum pum's warm. You know what I'm saying? Now it's cold. You know what I'm saying? Gotta start it all over again, bro. Start that freaking rollout all over again, fam.
And the IG pics isn't enough. So that's why I don't think it's coming this month. Like if it is, like it can't be, bro. Like he has to do more. If he wants to get like the numbers he's looking for.
Yeah, and anything past this month, it's not Iceman anymore, bro. Now, and salute to Dusty, was saying, you know, okay, it's when it's warm. And I said that as a joke before. Was when it's warm, okay, you have some ice cubes to cool off. I don't think that was the original plan, bro.
I think if he wants to still drop it within this month, it has to be like 40 songs. Like, it has to be crazy.
What?
Yeah.
40 songs,
I
fam?
feel like that's how he'll be able to get away with it. Because if he just drops a regular, like, 12-song album, 15-song, and it's like, bro, you made us wait all this for that. Like, he does have to have a crazy rollout, good marketing, but I feel like it would have to be like an overwhelming amount of music where it's like, okay, that's why you took long. Like, it's 2 sides, 40 songs.
If he does that, that's giving the haters too much ammunition. Because 40 songs, not all of them are going to be bangers.
Yeah.
What if like 20 of them are?
They'll be like, yo,
That's not good. That's not good enough. Out of 40?
Yeah, that's a 50% album.
20 songs for man to be like, oh, I hate this because of this. Oh my
But
God.
there's a good portion of the audience and his fan base who are gonna like all 40 songs, even the non-banger ones where it's like, bro, this is just one of those old Drake songs. Like, we got different versions of Drake on this album.
They're gonna say, "Oh, he dropped 40 songs so he can manipulate the streaming numbers."
Yeah, and and it's obnoxious. And I'm not even saying that as the audience. I think, me personally, when guys do that shit, Chris Brown, all those guys, that shit is obnoxious, bro. Like, how much tunes do you need to drop, fam?
And I could already see them making Kendrick did a timeless album with only 12 songs. Baby Keem just dropped another amazing album, and all he had to do was 12 songs. Drake had to overwhelm us with blah, blah, blah. Like, I could already see the talking points.
So what is the golden number of songs?
18.
I was going to say 15.
I think 15 is good. 18 seems like still on the high end.
I'm more down for 15, but they're just kind of known for dropping long albums. So I'm saying 18 would probably make them happy. But 15, I prefer 15.
Because when I think of Views, I think that's the album. It has like, what, 20 tracks, 21 tracks?
Yeah.
But like, some of my favorite songs are on that album, but also some of my least favorite songs are on that album. Because it's like, yo, you just put this on to fill some space, bro.
I'm never letting Channing Tatum go, bro. I'm never letting that bar go, bro.
Got so many chains, they call me Channing. They do.
They do. No, they don't. Nobody's ever called you Channing Tatum, brother. I'm sorry, man. Ever in life.
So what percentage do you think Iceman's dropping this month?
I'm saying 50%. I'm still 50%. That's not saying much.
Okay, so March. What day is it today? March.
We're the 4th today. Well,
4th. So
or like it's gonna be the 5th while people are seeing this.
Okay, so that means we got 4 more Fridays, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why he's gonna drop it on a Friday.
No,
but
that's
like,
just when people drop. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 25%.
Wow. So even lower.
Y'all hope. Oh, I was gonna say 10%, bro. I'll do it. Y'all are really. Remember last year, you guys said, "Oh, by the end of the year, he's gonna drop it." February. Oh, maybe February. Like,
well, that's why I've been wrong about every single prediction, so I'm probably wrong about this one too.
No, me too, man. Like, we're just sitting here, like, and I know people are gonna be like, "Okay, enough glazing, man. Who fuck Drake, man? You really know shit." But like, bruh. This is the biggest artist in the world, arguably, at this point. And like all of the rest of the big two have done their thing. They're big ones, right? J. Cole's driving around in the freaking broke down Honda. Like, nigga, we need you now, bro.
Nah, I feel you still. Hopefully I'm the wrong one. You know, like hopefully I'm just being pessimistic.
Yeah. And listen, I might have to go holler at him behind the scenes. I haven't spoken to him in a minute, man. But I might have to be like, yo, bro, when you drop it, fam?
Do you think he could do a surprise drop and like get the numbers up there?
If anybody could, he'd be the only one I think who could pull that off still.
If he dropped it this Friday with no announcement, I think it would break the internet.
Yes. For the amount of people who've been waiting for this shit, like we're talking about it with no date, bro. We're just like, when is he dropping? Like everybody's kind of waiting still.
You think everybody's waiting? I think a majority of like the casual fan is kind of over it.
I think I disagree with you there. I feel like he owns a big percentage of those quote unquote casual fans because of the variety of music he makes. But there's 2 different people waiting for it. People who like his shit and the people who hate his shit. So it's like, bro, you're going to get so much streams off the freaking top right away just because they want to be here if you're better than Kendrick or Cole. And then the people who just fuck with him anyway just want to hear his shit, bro. It's a win-win.
That's fair.
This is the most anticipation he's ever had, fam, in his whole career for like when you really look at it.
At this point, I don't feel that way, you know? Like it doesn't feel like before Scorpion, after the Kanye Pusha T thing where it's like, oh shoot, like Drake into you? Like what's about to happen? I feel like it's been so long now. Like
that pizzazz went away.
Yeah.
I also feel like everyone is focused on like world issues right now because there's like wars, the Epstein files.
Yes.
That too.
So I feel like even just pop culture in general is kind of taking a back seat.
Yeah. When's Iceman dropping? They're like, all right, well, there's bombs dropping right now. Right?
Literally, it's like more people are tuning into the news now than ever, I feel.
They're like, oh, they made Drake drop just to distract us.
It sounds like a Kendrick fan thing to say, right? Come on, man. You guys just want to distract us from the real picture, bro. Sounds like one of these Trump type of fascists.
No, but that's what they're saying about everything right now. Like, you're saying, oh, Jay-Z's about to drop an album to distract us from the Epstein thing. They're saying the war is to distract us from the Epstein thing. They're saying, like, literally every news article that comes out is to distract us from the file.
And Drake is a right-wing Trumper. Like, people have said they were witch hunting, saying that he was following Trump recently.
He was a Republican.
Yeah, and then XQC is supposed to be a Republican, even though he's from Quebec. And you know what I'm saying? Like, all of these guys, all of the Drake orbiters, right? If you leave it to guys like Curtis King, where's my sound effect?
And Ebro.
They'll think that this Canadian boy is like the super right-winger, bro. Like, fam, like, man, just want to drop some tunes, bro.
But would you, for the tax breaks and stuff, would you think he kind of more so leans with them niggas?
He could lean wherever he wants. He can't do shit about it, bro. He's not American citizen.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not, I'm sure he has whatever, because his dad or whatever is an American citizen, so I'm sure he has some kind of dual citizenship or whatever.
But I don't think they bring that up to say that Drake is affecting the politics. I think they're saying that the politics is affecting Drake.
Either way, like, he don't give a shit, bro. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he just wants to pay less taxes.
Yeah.
No, literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do I have to pay less for these BBLs or not?
Exactly.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
the fact that he still lives here when he could have just chosen to leave and save so much money. You know how much they probably tax Drake here, bro? No wonder the man has like 30 corporations.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he probably gets taxed crazy. Like, I complain about taxes. And I'm in a totally different tax bracket than that guy.
Yeah. Multiple houses. But listen, salute to Drizzy. If you see this, bro, hit me up, bro. Give me a date, fam. I won't reveal it out loud, but at least we'll know. And behind the scenes, we'll stop speculating. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he wants us to speculate. It's his clips. You know what I'm saying? We got you over here, DJ Czar, aka Zarly Kirk. And, you know, we were just saying this might be a distraction from the more important things in the world. We spoke about Dubai earlier in the show. Now there's more things that are happening over there between Iran and the US.
Mm-hmm.
Our gas prices have skyrocketed over the last couple of days. Can you give us maybe a little bit of a wagwan? Like,
well, it seemed I don't want to like act like I'm an expert on this specific gas thing.
Now he's not the freaking expert.
I know what I know, and I, speculate when I speculate. But yeah, it just seems like it's obviously tied to the war. I think gas prices in Europe went up even more. So like we only saw like maybe like a 9-cent raise, 8-cent raise, but they saw a much higher raise. And I think America as well.
Yeah.
What else do I say, bro? I don't know. Like, it seems like the war is warring. What do you want me to say?
Because I feel like people kind of enjoyed my nigga explanation. But just to add a little more to it, right now, when it comes to like the naval fleets, America's putting belt to ass still. Like, they're going crazy. Like, they're doing shit that they haven't done since like the Second World War and stuff. Like, as I say, they haven't fired certain torpedoes and stuff, but basically they're just putting belt to ass right now. I don't know if it's because of Israel's putting so much pressure on America. Like, I don't know why America's going so hard if it is for a distraction, but like maybe because it's Trump's last, I guess, time to be president.
Last term, yeah.
He's just like doing as much as he can right now. But it's kind of, as Canadians, how do you think it's affecting us? Like, are you guys worried at all?
Well, our gas prices went up right away. I'm immediately affected.
Yeah, but in terms of safety, I don't feel affected, which is kind of a blessing. We're very fortunate to be far away from the action because I have family in Dubai, I have family in the Middle East, I have family here who want to go back to Syria and Lebanon, but they can't because all the flights are like canceled.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we're pretty fortunate to be here. And I think once, because Iran's already kind of getting neutralized, like they lost their leader.
Yeah.
And Iran was one of the few countries still kind of fighting with Israel, Palestine, like in support of Palestine.
Yeah.
So once they get rid of that, I know Israel has plans of like expansion for like this greater Israel. So they want to take over Lebanon. They want to take over Syria. They want to pretty much control most of the Middle East. And I think they either think it's for their Messiah or it's for like, you know, political power and stuff.
Yeah.
And after that, the last frontier for America to take over or to eliminate threats for Israel is Pakistan. And Pakistan has a really strong army.
Interesting.
And they're kind of still like pro-Palestine.
And they have nukes too over there, no?
They got some serious weaponry, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know if India is going to cook because India is very pro-Israel. And India's been beefing with Pakistan. I feel like they low-key want to conglomerate and just like have Pakistan as well.
They want that.
They've been wanting that.
Yeah. And before you go, Natural, we're talking about a lot of takeover shit, right? Like,
yeah.
I think we're in that phase right now where mans are like just going and saying, okay, well, we're just going to go and take over this spot and control it.
And some new frontier shit.
Yes.
That's like OG frontier. That's how like, bro, that's colonization pretty much. Like that's how we ended up with the world we have today. It's people were going places and taking over.
Yeah. We're seeing it as a shift right now.
To give some perspective on the other side, like the Iran side, they did try to fight back. You know, like you kind of like, you know, like when you're in a fight and you just start kind of like swinging wildly type shit.
Yeah.
So they were trying to send missiles to, there was a point where they were like actively, there's like 13 countries that was either sending missiles to Iran or Iran was sending missiles to. So like a lot of the smaller countries in the Middle East, they're kind of trying to put the pressure on them so they could say, yo, America, chill, like you guys are safe, but we're not safe over here. Like just like allow Iran for a bit. But I guess it wasn't enough. You know what I mean? Because like I said, America's just like beating ass right now, bro.
So let me ask you guys a question before we get off our political segment over here. What are your thoughts on like Trump or like the administration or America stepping in and saying, okay, we feel that this person who's running this country is evil, whether they're evil or not, right? We feel that they are, or our powers or combined powers feel that they are. We remove them. It's like so it's like you guys are like basically policing other people's countries.
I think it undermines the sovereignty of other nations because realistically, other countries should be able to operate in their own country.
Yes.
U.S. kind of assumes global jurisdiction, but I think that's also because when something bad happens, everyone looks at the U.S. to kind of be a part of the solution because they have all the power, all these like access to resources and wealth, right?
Because, and before you continue, because like there's a lot of people who feel like you guys got the wrong leader in charge over there, but they ain't going in and scooping him out of America. They can't. But like just saying, you know what, let's just take you out because we think that you're the wrong person in charge. We don't like the way you're running shit.
They're like the big bully on the block. Like it's kind of crazy that if America wants the leader of a country dead, that leader is dead, bro.
Yes.
You know, like how do you even fight against America? You almost have to just comply with all their orders.
And how do you decide?
I think it makes sense though. Like there's just with human nature, there's always going to be hierarchy. There's no way that a small country is going to be able to compete against a huge country, you know. And once they stopped like the nuclear arms war or whatever, like, and only certain places have it, it kind of creates a disadvantage. Whereas like, yeah, I could run up in your spot and you guys can't do shit because you don't have shit. Like if we want, we could blow your whole country to smith. Like you guys will not exist anymore.
Yeah.
So then, we're bullying the scene. So
yeah, but it's not only that. Like you start making them. We don't like you over there, so you got wrong leadership. Kill him.
I don't think. I'm not gonna say it's right or wrong. Obviously, it's not ethical or whatever. But like, I don't think things is right or wrong. I think things just are. You know what I mean? Like, strength is always gonna be shown. You know, people like the haves are always gonna try to take over the have-nots. You know what I mean? So
or don't have as much because they just don't have as much. They don't have nots.
Exactly.
And we can't be naive and just assume that everyone has to abide by whatever moral standard we have. Like at the end of the day, there's always possibility of invasion and war. Shoot, bro, people could run up in this crib right now with a bunch of straps, and at the end of the day, like,
why would you say that?
no, because like there's always that possibility. Even if all of us had straps, if there was like 30 people that like a military just walked in, that's just part of life. It happens in nature all the time. People get like might is right in nature, and a lot
and
of
us
ways.
being in Canada, because we have the proxy to the States, that's the reason why you feel safe, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because America is the bully, like niggas think twice before they even try anything in America or Canada or anything close to that. Like it's the reason why they're fighting in the Middle East. We don't have to worry about none of that shit over here. So as bad as it is, Trump be running up over there. If that doesn't happen every so often, then like
we're cooked too.
Exactly. Niggas think they could probably run over here.
Yeah, they'll maybe try to sneak in through here to go and use us as a base to attack America.
You know?
What we're witnessing right now is like probably the strongest military in human history. The combination of technology, the combination of how global the world is and how connected the world is, and like all the intelligence operations that America runs, all the technology, like psychological warfare, like American culture, like everything, like America, it's their world low key.
Yeah.
There's some dusty for Iranian niggas and like some dresses and some shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not
Iran.
fair, bro.
It's not even fair. And Iran was one of the stronger powers. Like Iran in their own way is like their own kind of bully. Like, you know, so it's like, this is the bully of the bullies.
But didn't America put a leader in Iran? And then I guess because that leader was doing too much American shit, the religious people kind of got him out of there. And then that leader was like running things. And then I guess America was like, wait, now we need like the Western ideals back. So that's why they kind of wanted him out of there.
Yeah, before they had Ahmadinejad, before Ayatollah. But the thing is, like, so many Iranians fled Iran because Iranians aren't all religious. You know what I'm saying? This is like their pope, like the Shia pope, like the Ayatollah, right? So it's like, it made it hard, bro. Like if you were a journalist and you had a critical, like, yo, you're done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
they're murked.
Yeah, like, oh, women have to be covered. Like they got very strict. But the thing is, Iran was not complying with America's vision for the world, which was, you know, all being under the same banking system, making sure that everything goes through the US. They were one of, like, Iran, Syria, like a lot of these countries, even Libya, like they were anti-America. So that's why these leaders got packed.
Yeah, and they got all that oil over there too, so that helps.
It does help.
Helps a little bit. I think you guys got the wrong leader.
You see the Persians celebrating here, like Richmond Hill, like, bro, they're cheering that the Ayatollah.
Yo, I know. I have an Iranian veteran, and like he's amped. He's like, yo, don't fall for the propaganda. We want this. I'm like,
and I don't doubt that. I'm salute to them. I just feel like it's just kind of weird that like these guys get to pick and choose when everybody got to go.
But he was also, wasn't he in power for like 40 years or something like
35 years, I heard.
Yeah, no. Someone has to get him out of this. So.
I was thinking to myself, like, you guys, you might need to figure out a new system, bro. Maybe an 8-year, but we ain't no better, fam. We had Trudeau for like 10 years, fam.
Yeah,
like, come on, bro.
But we elected him.
I guess.
So that's on us, low key. I don't know how that guy kept winning.
No, but we should only be able to elect him twice and then get him out of here. Like the American system ain't so bad. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter how much people hate Trump, he can't. And they say he's gonna change it so that he can do a third term. That's not gonna happen.
That's not happening.
He's out of here in 2028 or whatever it is, right? 2028. So
he still has 2 more years, eh?
Fam, we're only in year 1. We're going into year 2 now.
Yo, that boy going crazy.
He's gonna ruin. He's gonna end the world. He's gonna end the world in the next 2 years.
It feels much longer, right? And we're not even American, bro. We're just watching the show, fam, and dealing with some shit.
Either maybe end the world as we know it, but I feel like they're just trying to issue in a new world order type thing, where it's like, okay, destabilize all these governments, and then we could get people in there who we all rock with, make one world government. And then,
I want to see what his last trick's going to be in 2028, bro.
That's gonna be
Holy
crazy.
shit, man.
We finally took over Russia. Russia is officially America.
Holy shit, man. That's 2 years down the line. There's a lot that could happen in 2 years, fam. That just made my freaking skin crawl for a second there, bro. Anyhow, salute to the Iranians. Yes.
Salute to the Iranians?
Yes. They're happy.
Oh, the Iranians out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the ones out there who got some kind of sovereignty, you know what I'm saying? If they feel that way.
Salute to the soldiers who have no
Exactly.
choice but to do what they have to do, bro.
That's the fact.
There was 4 U.S. soldiers that lost their lives. They anticipate some more. There was a lot more casualties on the other side.
Yeah.
But,
They don't even give us a number for the Iranians. But like America's like, we know which 4.
it's like, just know that like the leader's gone. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how many people got hit. In the
And just know if
meantime.
the leader's gone, they probably caught like 40 bodies before
Okay,
that.
but last thing I'll say, there's
Yeah.
been propaganda on both sides because I've been seeing, oh, they bombed the school. And then on the other side, they're saying, oh, the school that they bombed was actually like repurposed as like a military base
Like
type
a bunker,
thing.
yeah.
You know,
You know
I'm
what's
just like,
so interesting? Israel said the same thing about like a Palestinian hospital.
Mm.
It's like, this is where they're training Hamas or whatever.
Yeah. It's a lot of propaganda, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, salute to all the people out there, man. Stay safe, man. I got one more story for us here because we got to, I like circling back to some of these stories that we covered before. We talked about the libraries like maybe 4 months ago,
yeah.
how they were going to start implementing those like needle boxes and shit like that. Yeah, that didn't work out so well.
Duh.
Right? 4 months later.
Newsflash.
Hamilton, Ontario Central Library is a modern 6-story complex.
This is in Hamilton.
A multi-use public space that prides itself on being inclusive. Though delivering on its mission statement is becoming increasingly more difficult.
Ultimately, it's been the drug consumption has been really problematic and really disrupting our ability to be a public library.
Since December, paramedics have been called to Hamilton Central Library 105 times.
Damn.
Security have administered
Since
life-saving
December.
naloxone on 44 occasions. In the first 5 weeks of this year, there's been a total of 771 incidents involving security.
People consuming drugs in the washrooms, sometimes consuming drugs within the library itself.
I'm getting
The
cheese
CEO
all
of
over.
Hamilton Public Library had suggested a temporary closure to allow for a reset.
Hold
Yo,
up,
brother.
Petit
Directors
folds.
rejected the idea. In March of last
This guy's
year,
about to
2
square up with the
libraries in
books.
Saskatoon were closed temporarily due to growing safety and overdose concerns.
Library workers aren't first responders. They shouldn't have to deal with medical emergencies.
In May, a library in Thunder Bay had to shut its doors after a staff member was assaulted.
Oh
Back
my
in
God.
Hamilton, there's no clear consensus.
Do you believe that this library should close as they work to get a handle on the issues that are taking place here?
I don't know. It's a hard question. We're hoping to
What?
find a solution that keeps the library accessible, that keeps it inclusive.
Last year, the Ontario
Having a hard
government
time
closed
looking at
10
her face.
safe injection
I'm
sites,
sorry.
including in Hamilton, opening treatment facilities in their place.
I would hope that they can see the impact that their policy decisions have made.
An email from Ontario's Minister of Health's office says, in part, that instead of giving people tools to use illegal drugs, our government is making record investments to help break the tragic cycle of
Shut up.
addiction.
What the-
Though for now, librarians thrust onto the front
That's the
lines
Minister
say
of
the
Health?
cycle continues to spin out of control.
With fewer supervised consumption sites, the concern among those we spoke with is that the crisis taking place here and at libraries across the country will only continue to grow without adequate support. Adrian Gobriel, CTV News, Hamilton, Ontario.
The thing
Here we
that
are.
annoys me with like these, because I feel like this was one of the liberal rules, you know?
Mm.
It's like they always preach
Good evening.
My bad.
like equality, like they're always about this equality thing. But sometimes the equality they preach comes at the detriment to another group.
Mm.
Like in the first clip, there was a youth on the computer in the library, and then there's a man Fenty folding like right behind them. Like this is crazy. That's a
Yeah.
public library. I don't even understand who had the idea to put needle zones in the public library. Like, how do those ideas even coexist?
They need somewhere to go, man. You can't just have them on the street just using dirty needles and nowhere to put them.
I'm not against safe consumption sites because there is a utility and it does save taxpayer dollars when you look at the health detriments that happen when you don't have safe consumption. But doing it in a library, in an active library that's still a library is crazy, bro. Because you literally have these Fenty heads like in the magazine section about to square up with the shelves, square up with the books. And then like you have someone like trying to print their ISU on the other side.
Yeah.
So it creates safety hazards. Like if you have a dedicated safety consumption site, that makes sense. And now you have professionals who are like equipped to deal with this specific issue. But like you have library security, usually some international student who's just doing their job. Now they're dealing with like assaults. They're dealing with people who are doing drugs in the bathroom. And like drug addiction is it's a tricky topic because I don't think it's as simple as just like black and white, like, yo, just stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of like, it's very nuanced, you know, and there's a way to go about it. So I can appreciate the effort by the government, but doing it in a library is just so dumb.
But I feel like there's no effort. They're like, okay, what properties do we own? Oh, yo, we have pure libraries across the city. Yo, just put them in the libraries. Instead of looking at, what empty spaces can we repurpose? I keep saying this at Young and Bloor, at Cumberland Terrace or whatever. Bro, there used to be like a strip mall or something. Like all the stores are gone. Bro, it's like zombie land over there, dog. Like the buckets have completely taken it over in the stairwells in the hallway. They're doing drugs inside, bro. And I'm like, why won't they take places like that and kind of like repurpose it? The buckies are already there, you know, like so. But
fam, it's not like they don't have space in the city. No matter how much people might think contrary, there's a lot of buildings that are not being used in the city, fam. I'm seeing bare stores anytime I go downtown on any of the main roads, stores that used to be there that are not there, big establishments and clubs that, you know, we used to go to for shows and stuff like that that are like turned into stores that end up failing. Like those can be used for a lot of different things if you really want to help the unhoused problem, if we don't want to call them homeless or whatever.
I think it's more the drug addiction problem that we need to fix. And I think from there, the unhousing or the homelessness, that'll kind of absolve itself. Because what I notice now is that like, bro, people are so open about their like the drug use. Like I'm walking by, I'm seeing people like light up a crack, like on like Young Street, you know what I'm saying? Like in front of McDonald's, like on the staircase where it's like anyone could just walk in. So it's like, and I think it's because the police doesn't know how to deal with it. The government doesn't know how to deal with it. They have these resources, but until an individual has that conscious choice to want to quit, because a lot of times the resources are available, but they don't want to quit. And it's hard for them to just be like, I want to quit. Like, they're so dependent on it.
And what police, bro? Which ones? The ones who don't want to deal with it because of just the things that you mentioned? Or the ones who are corrupt that are caught up in all of these different cases that are happening right now? Like, nah, bro.
I still think that's like a minority of police officers, but I think even the honest police officers who want to make a difference in their community don't have any power to be like, even arrest these guys.
Yeah.
And I don't think you could completely absolve the drug abuse problem, but if there was better places for them to be other than like the subway stations or the McDonald's staircase
or the
like,
library
or the library, then like that, I feel like that's a good first step, you know? This was definitely a Band-Aid solution that didn't cover it. Like imagine your arm got cut off and you try to put a Band-Aid on. That's what they try to do. Basically.
Yeah. They try to just stick like a bunch of Band-Aids on the stuff. It's like, no, bro. Sew my arm back on, bro.
Tend to it, please.
In a way, it's almost like two contradictory businesses operating under the same roof.
Literally.
I'm trying to think of like another example. Like if you had like a restaurant / like barber shop or something and they're like, there's hair all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, why do you even have those two things in the same building?
It's like a crack house mixed with
like
a flower
dance
shop.
studio. Yeah, a flower shop or something like. But so what are they? Do you think they should just remove the safe consumption sites from libraries and kind of move them to designated specialized areas?
Yes, and make sure that there's no friggin' junkies in the library. Like really enforce that. Put a policeman in there. If a junkie starts walking in, get out, bro.
And apologize to your citizens and your constituents or whatever.
Yeah.
For them to go and say, "Oh, this was actually a very good idea for us to minimize." Like as a citizen, like as a taxpayer, I'm like, yo, do you think I'm fucking stupid, bro?
Yeah, just insulting our intelligence. Bro.
Literally.
Yeah, if I had a son or a daughter, you want them to go to the library.
Yeah.
But now I have a safety concern. They said there's been 105 calls since December.
There's been 771 security incidents.
Bro, that's more than one a day. That's more than one a day. They're getting the police are getting a call once a day about this library.
Insane, bro. And that's the one in Hamilton. Less population. We're not talking about the ones on Young Street that we reported on a few months back.
Exactly.
And the ones all in different hoods and stuff all over Toronto, bro. Like public libraries are essential, but now they're just a dangerous place to be. Thank you. Thank you, Doug Ford and freaking Mark Carney and whoever's in charge of that, bro. Like, you fucked it up, bro.
I feel like it was more of an Olivia Chow thing. But you're saying Ontario because it was in
Ontario,
Hamilton,
bro.
So damn, maybe it was Dougie.
Yeah, bro. Super L on that, man. But I think we got it for today, man. A nice 2-hour pod. Okay. Big salute to, before we get out of here, big salute to everybody who's been tapping in, and big salute to these two gentlemen over here, okay? You see DJ Zari's yawning. No, fam, like, man's been putting in work all day, fam. Like, a freaking sick versus with Casper versus Pressa, and you know, a good 2-hour pod, bro. Shit, man, we out here working, man.
Out here,
you know. Thank you to you guys, man. Salute to y'all, man.
No problem, bro.
Let's run some tunes for the road here. Which
We
thanks
love
for
hip-hop.
watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.